Hello and welcome. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. On this special Guru Purnima Day, I welcome all of you. Greetings and respect to all the elder professionals on the webinar. Friends, this is a special day because on this day of Guru Purnima, CSRA Group, which stands for Chaturvedi Social Responsibility Advisory Group, has come out with the first of its kind webinar on education and employment opportunities. All my young friends who are watching this webinar, I want to say that education for all of you will play a major role in your careers in coming times, in coming years ahead. Most of the time when students are during their education process, they are not clear as to what should be the next step, what should be the career progression, and things like that are still a big question to a lot of young children, to a lot of young friends that we witnessed. So our community for first time has taken an initiative whereby we have come out to address all these issues which are broadly before the students. We have got the galaxy of speakers from education field, from corporate field, who are going to give their experience to the young and bright students as to how they should handle their future, how should they focus on education, what should be the do's and don'ts that they should be looking at while selecting a career. So I'm very grateful to all our speakers who have joined us today to basically give an insight on what should be the next steps for people and how should they build upon the career. Friends, this webinar is a 1.5 long webinar, only been divided into 6 different, I would say, parts, and all of the 6 parts would be addressed by different speakers that we have today with us. The first address, I would say, is going to be from Dr. Harivansh Chaturvedi, Harivansh Uncle-ji. For his introduction, I mean, the words would be limited, friends. He is an educationalist reformer of the community. He is a professional who has set the highest standards of education in the country. He has spearheaded the AICT, institutions like AICT, which is the country's foremost educational body, and is currently the director of BIMTECH, who basically he has taken to next level altogether in this country. So for us as a community, we are delighted and we feel extremely proud that he has taken the educational platform for our society to the next level. So the keynote address on future and importance of education would be delivered by Dr. Harivansh Chaturvedi. Sir, may I request you to please unmute yourself and address all the students who are listening to you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vikas. And initially, I would start my conversation in Hindi. आज गुरु पूर्णिमा है, तो हम सभी उन गुरुओं को नमस्कार करते हैं जिन्होंने हमें पढ़ाया लिखाया, और उनमें से आज 2 गुरु इस वेबिनार में भी मौजूद है। कुशनाथ जी के बारे में अभी मुझे मालूम नहीं, लेकिन श्रीमती रजनी नोटियाल मथुरा के प्रतिष्ठित ज्ञानदीप पब्लिक स्कूल की प्रिंसिपल है। हमने अनुरोध किया था हाथ जोड़कर श्री पद्म श्री मोहन स्वरूप भाटिया जी से कि वो इस कार्य में मदद करें, और उन्होंने उनको नामित किया इसमें सपोर्ट करने के लिए और आज की वेबिनार में भाग लेने के लिए। हमारे अग्रज भाई ब्रिजमोहन जी इस वेबिनार का जिन्होंने सबसे पहले कल्पना, भाई चंद्रप्रकाश चतुर्वेदी जी, डॉक्टर हरेश जो यूएस, डॉक्टर गोपाल जो यूएसए से इस वेबिनार में सम्मिलित हो रहे हैं। डॉक्टर हरेश चतुर्वेदी कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर एचआर जगत का जाना पहचाना नाम है, इन सभी से मैं पूर्व परिचित हूँ। मैं उनको अपना आदर व्यक्त करता हूँ। डॉक्टर कुशनाथ जी समान हैं, उन्होंने मुझे पढ़ाया तो नहीं, लेकिन जिस समय मैं चंपारवाल इंटर कॉलेज का विद्यार्थी था तो वहाँ पर वो हिंदी के अध्यापक थे और उनके मित्रों ने मुझे पढ़ाया। शिक्षा के बारे में मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि शिक्षा की जो आज की स्थिति है और जो कल की स्थिति होगी उसके बारे में कुछ विचार सामने रखूँगा। और मुझे ये लगता है कि ज़्यादातर लोग जो यहाँ मौजूद है वो हमारे बच्चे हैं जो कि 12वीं की परीक्षा या तो इस साल देंगे या दे चुके हैं, और जिनको कि हायर एजुकेशन में प्रवेश करना है, अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेज में एडमिशन लेना है। So my whole address will be focused on two questions. What is the current status or current scenario in higher education, and what will be the emerging scenario for next 10 years? On these issues, I have got many opportunities to speak in seminars and conferences, although the number of participants may be fewer than those big conferences, but I feel that I am talking to my family members and our children, and whose future will determine the identity of Chaturvedi community in future. Right now in our country, there are more than 1,000 universities and more than 45,000 colleges. Around 4 crore students are enrolled in universities and colleges. After China, India is number 2 in higher education. Every year we are sending more than 200,000 students to abroad for getting studies. And currently government is busy with COVID, otherwise it would have approved the draft new education policy, which will be making a radical shift in the higher education system. Our system is mostly based on affiliating universities. Most of us have done graduation from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, which was earlier known as Agra University. Brij ji might have done BCom if from Kanpur, then Kanpur University, maybe the university from where he might have graduated. So there are more than 1,000 universities, 45,000 colleges. Government is going to change the education system, but our system is suffering that hardly 1,000 institutions are of good quality, and rest of the 44,000 colleges and universities are suffering from very mediocre or poor quality. There are a large number of students, they are simply enrolling themselves for getting the degree. So now, what will be my advice to those who are attending this webinar, those who are going to take admission in this current year in undergraduate courses? I think they should not take a decision in haste. यहाँ पेरेंट्स भी मौजूद हैं, उनसे भी मैं अनुरोध करूंगा कि जो भविष्य का सवाल है कि अगले 50 सालों में एक लड़का या एक लड़की, हमारा बेटा या बेटी क्या करेगा, उसका फैसला आप बहुत जल्दबाजी में न करें। आप ये सोच कर न करें कि आज क्या स्थिति है, आपको ये भी सोचना है कल क्या होगा। तो अब तक पिछले 40 साल से जो कुछ चलता आया वो बहुत बदल चुका है और बहुत तेजी से बदलने जा रहा है, और उसको आपको ध्यान देना चाहिए। और उसमें जितने भी सब्जेक्ट हैं, जितने भी विषय हैं, उनमें बहुत भारी परिवर्तन होंगे। वो परिवर्तन क्या होंगे? वो परिवर्तन ये होंगे कि जो स्किल सेट्स, जिसको हम हिंदी में कौशल कहते हैं, जो स्किल सेट अभी रिक्रूटर्स को चाहिए, प्लेसमेंट में जिनकी जरूरत होती है, वो स्किल सेट 10 साल बाद बदल चुके होंगे। 10 साल में जो बाद 2030 में जो नौकरियां होंगी वो अभी पैदा नहीं हुई हैं, उनके बारे में लोगों को मालूम नहीं है। आज जो नौकरियां हैं उनमें से 85% नौकरियां 2030 तक वो जॉब खत्म हो जाएगी। ये उथल पुथल है इकोनॉमी में। कोविड ने इसको और एक्सपेडाइट कर दिया। बहुत बड़ा चेंज जो धीरे धीरे हो रहा था, हरेश जी इसको बताएंगे विस्तार से, कि वर्क फ्रॉम होम, WFH। अभी तक हम लोग नौकरी के लिए दफ्तरों में जाते थे, मथुरा से बंबई, बंबई से दुबई, दुबई से अमेरिका, हम लोग माइग्रेट करते थे नौकरियों के लिए, जॉब के लिए। दुनिया की बड़ी बड़ी कंपनियां मजबूर हो गई कोविड के कारण कि ये सब अब नहीं चलेगा। एपिडेमिक ने फोर्स किया कि आप सोचिए कि क्या जरूरी है कि आप दफ्तर में जाएं, ऑफिस में जाएं और हजारों लोग, जैसे कि मिसाल के तौर पर इन्फोसिस में 2 लाख से अधिक, टीसीएस में 2 लाख से अधिक लोग काम करते हैं, उनके दफ्तरों में, एक एक दफ्तर में 10-10 हजार लोग काम करते हैं। लड़कियों के लिए बड़े अवसर पैदा होने वाले हैं। क्या अवसर पैदा होने वाले हैं कि अगर WFH पॉपुलर हुआ, जिसकी पूरी संभावना है, तो हम में से ज्यादातर लोग, हमारे बच्चे घरों में बैठकर घरों से काम करेंगे, उनको दफ्तर जाने की जरूरत नहीं होगी। एक ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी आ चुकी है। आज हम सारे लोग बात कर रहे हैं, उनमें से कुछ लोग विदेशों में भी हैं और कुछ लोग बंबई में हैं, कुछ लोग मथुरा में हैं, मैं ग्रेटर नोएडा में बैठा हूं। दूसरा जो प्रश्न आपके सामने आने वाला है कि आप जो कुछ पढ़ेंगे वो जरूरी नहीं है आपकी पढ़ाई एक बार में खत्म हो जाए। हम लोगों ने बीकॉम या एमकॉम किया, सीए किया, एक बार कर लिया और उसके बाद में उस नॉलेज को हम पूरी जिंदगी भर अपने कैरियर या प्रोफेशन में लेकर आगे बढ़ते रहे, उससे काम चलता रहा। जो नया युग आपके सामने आने जा रहा है, उसमें यू आर गोइंग टू फेस ए सिचुएशन व्हेन एवरी थर्ड ईयर द स्किल सेट्स विल बी चेंज्ड, you will be required to update your knowledge year by year, and you will have to transform yourself as a lifelong learner, because getting education in your early young life and then using it for the whole life, that scenario is changed, that world is changed. एक बड़ा और परिवर्तन आने वाला है कि एवरेज एज अभी तक जो 70 साल भारत में है और दुनिया में इसी के आसपास होगी, वो एवरेज एज भी 25 साल बाद 90-95 तक पहुंचने वाली है। तो हमारी युवा पीढ़ी को 90-95 वर्षों तक दुनिया को देखने, समझने, बदलने का मौका मिलेगा। और ऐसी स्थिति में अभी तक जो 60 वर्ष पर लोगों का रिटायरमेंट हो जाता था, वो रिटायरमेंट जरूरी नहीं 60 वर्ष पर हो जाए, वो रिटायरमेंट आगे 70-80 तक आपको काम करना पड़ेगा, अगर आपकी हेल्थ इजाजत देती है, अगर आप काम करना चाहते हैं। तो ये सारे परिवर्तन उन लोगों के सामने आने वाले हैं जो इस साल या आगे के 2-4 सालों में शिक्षा जगत में प्रवेश करेंगे और ग्रेजुएशन करेंगे। अब सवाल आता है कि बहुत से विद्यार्थी आज इस सवाल को लेकर आए होंगे कि हमें कॉमर्स पढ़ना है तो हम कैसे डिसाइड करें, अगर हमको कॉमर्स नहीं पढ़ना है तो क्या पढ़ें, अगर इंजीनियरिंग पढ़नी है तो कैसे पढ़ें। लड़कियों के लिए बहुत मुश्किल होती रही है कि उनको इंजीनियरिंग और मेडिकल साइंस पढ़ने के अवसर मथुरा के हमारे समाज में नहीं मिलते रहे, लेकिन अब मथुरा में भी परिवर्तन हुआ। आज से 50 साल पहले जो चीजें अवेलेबल नहीं थी, आज मेडिकल कॉलेज भी 2 मेडिकल कॉलेज हैं, 4 यूनिवर्सिटी हैं। आज आप इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ सकते हैं मथुरा में, आप मैनेजमेंट पढ़ सकते हैं, आप मेडिकल साइंस पढ़ सकते हैं, डेंटल साइंस पढ़ सकते हैं, ये सारी सुविधाएं मौजूद है। लेकिन एक बड़ा कठिन प्रश्न है कि जो अच्छी क्वालिटी की शिक्षा है वो महंगी है। The good quality is not available in government colleges. We used to study most of the time in government schools and government colleges. They are in very bad shape, like Champarwal Inter College or Kasturi Degree College or BSA College, although they are private colleges, institutions, but they are actually government aided institutions. Government is controlling them. They are in very bad shape. They have no good teachers. They have no good facilities in library and laboratories. And only if you want to get good quality education, you have to aspire to get admission in some premier college at Mumbai or Delhi or Hyderabad or any place where your parents or relatives can provide you some support. Private education, हमारे देश में बहुत सी यूनिवर्सिटी और कॉलेजेस अच्छी क्वालिटी की दे रहे हैं। गवर्नमेंट के भी कुछ कॉलेजेस हैं जो बहुत अच्छी क्वालिटी की एजुकेशन दे रहे हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल, the university, Delhi University and some other university at Delhi, like Jamia Millia, Jawaharlal Nehru University and Delhi Technological Universities, all these universities are providing good quality education. But all colleges of University of Delhi are not of similar quality. Like commerce education, Sri Ram College of Commerce is famous. For girls, LSR College is famous. St. Stephen's College is famous. So there may be 20 colleges of University of Delhi where you can get admission if you have more than 95, 97, 98% of your score. It is not possible, humanly not possible that our children may get 98 or 99% in CBSE. Only less than 1% students get more than 95%. So in that scenario, quality institutions run by governments are few there are many private institutions, they are not all of good quality, but many universities like Manipal University, VIT Vellore, BITS Pilani, Thapar University, Asoka University, all these are good universities. And now, along with commerce, I think our people should think about one emerging area along with engineering and medical sciences, because COVID has created a situation when health and public policy and health system will become a lot of importance. And epidemics like COVID will continue to come in the world. We will require scientists, epidemiologists, doctors, virologists, many kinds of professionals. There can be hundreds kinds of medical professionals, paramedical professionals who will be required, like at lower level, there can be ECG technician and X-ray technician and a radiology technician and many kinds of people who are required in a medical college or in a hospital. So along with medical science, engineering and commerce, one new area is emerging, that is liberal arts. Dr. Gopal Chaturvedi, who is in USA, he may be knowing it very well. And liberal arts means you study literature, you study social science, you study humanities, and by studying all these subjects, you aspire to take a plunge into the corporate sector or in public policy or in government or in administration. So I would like to conclude by saying the scenario for next 10, 20 years, every parent, every student should visualize, they should think about those issues which will arise in future. Simply, they should not follow the crowd behavior that my neighbor's son is doing this, my neighbor's daughter is doing this, my cousins have done this. Commerce is the most economical, most promising discipline in our country. But who can say that what will be the shape of commerce education? And last time in one webinar, you must have heard that some of our leading professionals have spoken about you, but I can visualize that a lot of changes are going to happen in commerce education. So you need to think about those changes. You have to develop analytical skills. You have to develop creativity and innovation. You have to develop so many skills which will be the essential skills of 21st century. So here I would like to stop, and I look for a bright future for our young generation. I thank the organizers, particularly Chandra Prakash ji, and the three young persons, Adithi, Aayushi, and brother of Adithi, they have Ankur. They have done very well by doing a survey and organizing this webinar. It may be a humble beginning, but I hope that it will be providing a very good perspective for the future. And we are all willing to help our young generation. My wife is also sitting here. Never he sits with me, but she is interested in what is going to happen in our own community. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Uncle, for your words of wisdom and enlightenment to our children, to our kids, future kids. I think broadly, if I have to sum up, you gave 3-4 pointers. कि आप haste में मत अपना career decide कीजिए. Prepare for future jobs. Education is an evolving process, so prepare yourself for the future jobs that will exist in the society. Because आज जो jobs हैं, वो 85% वो jobs future में नहीं रहेंगी. And the last point you mentioned was look at different fields given the pandemic situation beyond commerce, because most of the time there is a general tendency that a community student always thinks of a commerce line as only as an existing line. So I think that point is very well sounded by you, and I'm sure the new generation, the bright students of our community will take a lead from this. Thank you very much, sir, again for your words of wisdom. Moving on to the next session, friends. It is, as the title says, managing the idle time during the current COVID crisis. इस टाइम में सभी लोगों के पास ample time होता है. How do you utilize this ample time to a very fruitful, element? I think this is the key for this particular point in time into pandemics. So to address this topic, we have two excellent speakers and very distinguished speakers amongst us. The first one who is going to address this is Dr. Kush Chaturvedi ji. He is MA English, Hindi and Sanskrit and a PhD holder. He has been a very senior educationist of a community. He has almost 35 years of teaching experience with Champa Agrawal Inter College. He has been an English lecturer, a big name in the field of education in our society. Also, a great radio and TV artist for classical singing. And he has been awarded by a lot of luminaries in the country, including Governor of UP. I have been given to understand that during his tenure in the college, no Chaturvedi student was denied admission in Champa Agrawal College. So we are proud to have him as a speaker for the next session. Can I request, sir, you to unmute yourself and please address. Namaskar, once again welcome.
आज गुरु पूर्णिमा के अवसर पर ऐसा सुंदर आयोजन करके आपने वास्तव में अपनी और समाज की गरिमा बढ़ाई। जो वैसा है ना कॉलेज है, गुरु पूर्णिमा के दिन यह कार्यक्रम करने से ही ये सिद्ध होता है अपने आप में कि गुरु के प्रति कितनी निष्ठा है। जैसे दिल्ली में यूनिवर्सिटी है, लेकिन दिल्ली में भी मतलब जरूरी है सब में आपने किसी में हाई है किसी में कम है। ऐसे अवसर पर कोई शब्द बोलने का मुझे मौका दिया है तो मैं अपनी एक आध बात मन की कहना चाहता हूँ जो मेरे अनुभव से जनित हैं। करीब 35-40 साल में जिस तेजी से उन्नति की है उसमें भौतिक दो प्रगति हुई। समाज का एक धर्म होता है और ये समाज के धर्म की जो प्रवृत्ति है वो हम लोगों में रही है, कहीं प्रत्यक्ष रूप से रही है कहीं अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से रही है। लोगों ने प्रकट होकर किया है कि उन्होंने मौन रूप है। कभी किसी समाज कान या का
नहीं कोई वीडियो नहीं है, वीडियो तो ऑफ है ये ना, ये वीडियो ऑफ है, आवाज आ रही है।
अपने अहमदाबाद, बड़ौदा में, बनारस में और आज हम एक अच्छे स्थान पर पहुंच गए। लेकिन एक बात मैं कहना चाहता था वो ये है कि किसी भी चीज में एक शब्द होता है उसे कहते हैं त्व। संस्कृत में पंडित में पांडित्य, तो ये परिभाषा है। इसी प्रकार वेदियों में हमारा है चतुर्वेदत्व। हम कहीं अपनी जड़ से न उखड़ जाएं। यदि वृक्ष जड़ से उखड़ जाएगा तो वृक्ष धीरे के सूख जाएगा। तो जहां से हमारी शुरुआत है, जो हमारी जड़ है, जो पूर्वजों ने दी है, कुछ चीजें ऐसी है हम लोगों की जो हमें अन्य समाजों से डिफरेंट है। खासतौर से हमारे कोई नैतिक मूल्य हैं। हमारे बच्चों को प्रारंभ में जब छोटी उम्र में ये है कि अपने बच्चों को अपनी भाषा
शायद मथुरा में मौसम की खराबी की वजह से आवाज नहीं आ पा रही है।
थोड़ा नेटवर्क का इशू लगता है अंकल। Let's try for one more minute. Let's try for one more minute.
Yeah. There is some network issue there. Just
जी।
maybe wait for some time.
कृष्णाथ अंकल जी, can you say it again? Can you speak? क्या आप थोड़ा बोल सकते हैं जोर से?
कि जल खाना नहीं चाहिए। हम महत्वपूर्णति कर लें, कितनी भी महत्वपूर्णति कर लें, लेकिन इसकी वजह से हम सारे विश्व में हैं, वो हमारा छत्र क्षीण नहीं होना चाहिए। दूसरी बात है, और चरित्र मथुरा में हम देख रहे हैं, से देख रहा हूँ, आज लड़कियां उन्नति कर रही हैं, लेकिन लड़के लोग
कृष्णाथ अंकल जी, आपकी सॉरी इंटरप्ट करना चाहूंगा, आपकी आवाज नहीं पहुंच पा रही है लोगों तक। आपकी लोगों तक आवाज नहीं पहुंच पा रही है। मथुरा में लगता है नेटवर्क की इशू फेस कर रहे हैं। So friends, I suggest we move on to our next speaker because कुछ भी किसी को कुछ नहीं आ पा रही है. So maybe we will try, in the later part when we are done with the speakers, we will again request Krishnath Uncle ji to come back and address us. So our next speakers, friends, is Madam Rajni Notial ji, who is the principal at one of the leading institutions of Mathura. She has enormous experience in the field of education, and she is going to share her experiences in the field of education, and especially addressing the students on how to manage the idle time during this corona crisis. Madam, heartiest welcome to you. Can I request you to, namaskar ma'am, can I request you to unmute yourself and address kijiye students को please. Thank you. आप unmute कर. हाँ, बिल्कुल.
Am I audible now?
Yes, madam. Welcome once again.
Happy morning to all the eminent speakers of today's webinar and all the participant audience from across the country. It's my privilege to be part of this webinar. My sincere gratitude to Team CSRA for providing me this opportunity to speak on a topic which is very relevant today, that is managing the idle time during current COVID crisis. And I'm told that our audience is the youth of 15 to 25 years of age of our country, from different cities ranging from a small city like Mathura to Mumbai. So with this spread of COVID-19 pandemic, we have woken up to a totally different world. This world has been invaded by this foe, this insidious foe who doesn't care about social status, borders and power, religion or education. This tiny microbe has brought the world and its most intelligent, most ingenious occupant, that is human beings, to their knees. If we think seriously, we will realize that this situation is basically nature's pause button, as if the pause is given to us and reflect upon our life and lifestyle. Where are we heading towards? In fact, according to recent research, frustration and loneliness owing to coronavirus pandemic is much more likely to affect young adults and women as compared to older adults. So it is altogether becomes very important to talk and discuss about this present crisis. So first of all, let us not call this time as idle time and rename it. Let us call it as a perfect time to introspect, a pause, to stop and to come out with some wisdom to help ourselves to achieve the ultimate life, that is happiness. And when I thought of the age range of the audience, the very first thing which came in my mind was all of you are at the edge of a new beginning. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes.
Vikas
Yes.
sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, very much.
Okay.
I would simply request एक आध लोगों ने अपना unmute कर देते हैं. Please mute all of you, please. Humble request.
So when I think of the audience, these youngsters, I think they all are at the edge of a new beginning. So when we are in the edge of a beginning and when we are going to start something, then it's a time to reflect and do something with ourselves so that we do something good. Some of you must be school students with the high dreams and aspiration for getting selected in a particular institute. Some of you must be preparing to venture out in the world of work. Wherever you are, आप जिंदगी की किसी भी पायदान पर हो, लेकिन एक बात जो सबके सामने है वो है ये समय और बहुत सारा समय घर में. So this difficult time has given you ample of time to do something for yourself so that you are able to manifest your dreams, your aspirations. Among all generations, it will be a watershed moment in the lives of you people, you young generation, which is known as Generation Z. On the contrary, if we do not consciously ponder over the situation we are all in, it can have significant effects on the mental well-being of the entire population. I have seen most of the youngsters in my surrounding. Nowadays, they are hooked up with the mobile phones. Whole day, they are busy with numerous social media sites. They are busy with games or in Netflix or Hotstar watching web series and movies. This addiction of technology will have very serious consequences in everybody's life. So it's high time to find a better way out, to strike a balance and work for the betterment of quality of life. So today I'll share with you 2 mantras, which will help you to become better version of yourself. So let me ask all of you to imagine, and if some of you are having any pen or paper, you can write it down. I have write it down on a piece of paper. So you make boxes and write 3 words in these. I hope this is visible to all of you. 3 boxes and write 3 words. The first is self, second is action, and third is result. In the first box, you write self, second action, and result. So there are 3 words, but they have some special relationship between them. When we talk about self, it tells about your own self. Simple. Action says the action taken by someone to get the result. So, but in today's time, people focus more on some kind of shortcut or quick action to get the third part, that is result, without any attention to self. यानी कि जो first हमारा जो concept is self है, that is altogether is forgotten. And we see people, but in spite of that, we see people, they do succeed in their endeavors. They do achieve their goal, but only handful of them are really happy. So those who are unhappy, see, though they can achieve some goal, but still it's not fruitful. So these people fall in 2 categories. The first category is those who are not able to handle the position they are in. See, in spite of achieving the goal after the action, they achieve their goal, but they are unable to handle the position. They remain stressed and complain throughout their life. Somehow they are able to drag their life. Then comes second category, wherein people, they come to difficult situation, and some of them, see, nowadays we hear so much about depression. So why they are falling in depression? Some of them to such an extent that they end up to a serious consequences. So what I mean to say here is, without taking care of self, if we are focusing on some shortcut method to achieve result, that in long term is not beneficial. So the problem is that for any desire, for any dream, for goal, we focus only on action, some quick strategy. It will take us to goal, but we are not working on self. So among all the species on the earth, if we talk about this, the beauty of we human being is that we can learn and grow at any stage. See, we should not complain that I am now enough grown up, 25-year-old or more. Even at that stage, I can grow. All other animal, they can learn only up to a certain time, and that too up to a certain limit. That is till they attain some physical adulthood. After that, their learning process totally stop. But it is nature of human beings that we give excuses and justify our weaknesses. If you take time to invest in justifying your weaknesses and use it to develop the skill, you will overcome that weakness. That is almost, it is said that it takes 25 hours. So these 25 hours spread over 3 to 4 months can help you to learn any skill. So this is the power which is in our hand. So when all of us have that power only to go within ourselves, assess and use that power. Suppose there is a 2-dimensional figure and there's a 3-dimensional figure drawn on a piece of paper. So what is the difference between these two figures? The 2D figure has, all of you know, the length and the breadth, and the 3D figure has length, breadth, and 1/3 dimension, that is height. And this 3rd dimension, height, is what is required. Similarly, in these 3 boxes, which I made you write, self, action, and result, if we work on self, the higher we will rise, the 3rd dimension, the height we will get. So instead of focusing only 2-dimension action and result, it is right time. This time when we are having so much of time, we are sitting at home, we should work on this 3rd dimension, that is self. Nowadays, I'm currently doing a course on inner engineering by Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. He beautifully tells that no human being is better endowed with inner capability, unlimited potential than other. I cannot say that I don't have much potential than the other sitting in front of me. So self is always available to you. We may not get anything else, but myself is available to me. So it is up to you to focus on 3rd dimension or not, because that will lead you to the higher level. So if you're intending to succeed in your life for the ultimate goal, this is the right time to work for it. Work on self. Write letters on your wall. I want to attain higher position in my life. I want to become the happy person. That by consciously working on self. See, there's a one saying by Zig Ziglar. If you wait for all the lights to turn green, you will never get started on your trip to the top. I'm repeating, if you wait for all the lights to turn green, that is a human tendency, because for something to do, we keep on giving our excuses. That was not available, I couldn't do that. So if we are waiting for all lights to turn green, we will never go to that state. So what is needed? Shun away from the word because, excuses, because this will reduce your efficiency. Now break the word because. I don't know whether, I'm just thinking whether you are able to, this is maybe a mirror image, or I don't know which kind of image you are able to see it. If you break this because into 2, it becomes be and cause. So be a cause in creating change in yourself. Be a cause in making your life purposeful and beautiful. So this is one mantra. Moving ahead, I would like you to write 2 more words in your memory or in a piece of paper. One is focus, the other is attention. Basically, अगर मैं कहूँ focus और attention, इन 2 शब्दों को आप ये सोचिए कि ये 2 forces हैं आपके पास, ये 2 powerful forces हैं. So it means they are able to create some realities. So wherever you use these forces, you will create realities. So each one of you will have a goal, everybody, and each one of you will have your set of obstacles, because everybody is having a different goal, different situation, different obstacles. So when we have a goal and obstacles, and the focus and attention, these 2 forces, if we put them on purpose, not on obstacle, we will create it. You ask anyone who has overcome the challenges, and they will tell you that when they focused on purpose, goal, that gave them energy and the wisdom to overcome the hurdle. And if you make obstacle your focus, your attention, it will depress you. It will confuse you. It will rob you of your energy, and you will lose the sight of your purpose, your goal. So this is a very, very common, way. We keep on, instead of focusing on our goal, we focus on obstacle. So that is altogether is not very correct way. So whenever next time you see these two words, they are two powers. So where to focus this power is in me. I have to decide it. See, nowadays we hear many terms: anger management, time management, stress management. These are all taken care if we work on self. If we, focus and give attention to our goal, then this time management, anger, everything is resolved. This time which is available to each one of us, either it can be a bane, because if you, waste this time hooking in social media, it will be a bane, or it can be boon. It depends on you. So it's up to you. Take up this as a project. See, in later, after maybe few years, you will say that this time when you were having so much time at home, then you did this. So what else you can do? These young generations, because they are exposed to only technology, so they experiment with technology. So though I have a little less time, I think I've spoken a lot. Let me give you a few tips for it. Like the very first tip is, nowadays reading is reduced because everybody is hooked to the social media and the laptop and the phone. So be a reader. Read, read, and read. And reading newspaper is the best way to upgrade yourself. And if you want to improve on your English, then you take an English newspaper. That will help you a lot. Second is, take care of your physical body. That is also one area where really we have to focus. And we have enough ways to do so. Ancient knowledge of yoga and pranayam are the great tools. See, these younger generation Z, they think this yoga and pranayam is not for us. But these are the areas where this time you can explore. I think most of the younger generation, they don't know even meaning of the pranayam. So these are the areas where they can explore and improve on, what they have their present status. Then one more tip I will give you. During this time, you write your goal and split it into smaller parts. See, some of the examination like NEET, JEE, and some other examination are already postponed. So you have so much of time. So whatever you could not do, you do it now. Plan your goals, split it into smaller part, work them step by step. And then when you write your goal, that will help you to focus on it. After that, next is after you take care of what you eat. See, it is again high time. Nowadays, every now and then we are talking about improving our immunity. And I think that will be for the next few years, we have to really, really work on improving our immunity. Social distancing also should be part, because when I go out and see how people are, they are not maintaining the social. So that also we have to learn this time, how when we go out, how to maintain that, how to eat, what to eat. Then apart from it, relaxation, how to unwind. Try to do some activities, hobbies you enjoy, eat, cook a meal, read, listen to music, use relaxation technique. See, even deep breathing, Delhi government school, they have started a happiness program, and that has given a very wonderful result in the children. And you go and talk to these children, very, very small kids, they talk about deep breathing, they talk about mindfulness. And I'm telling you, these deep breathing technique, one day, every day, if we do deep breathing technique, that is very, very beneficial for our health. So meditation and all such techniques, this is a time apart from this social media and laptop and phone, we should, devote some time to explore these areas. Then last, learn to adapt, focus on what you can control, accept what you can't control. Hope you all are familiar with law of attraction. Whatever we see outside, either good or bad, अगर एक बैंक में चोरी हुई है, एक बैड चीज है, ये भी किसी के दिमाग की उपज है. तो whatever good is bad outside, it first manifests in our mind and then it becomes reality. So whatever you want to achieve in your life, visualize it, plan it, dream it. And then those two forces, I have asked you, focus and attention and working on self. Then it will, in this way, you take responsibility to convert what is in your dream into a reality. So at last, I would like to tell all of you to take up this time as a project on self, so that after maybe some years, you will say that I used that time in doing so and so. So there's a beautiful message circulated during lockdown, if you know, that was, if you can't go outside, go inside. So all the young brigade, you have great responsibility for yourself, for your family, and for your country at large. I conclude my topic with the words of Sadhguru. May you realize the true purpose and potential of life. On this Guru Purnima, Grace is upon you. Thanks for patient listening. For any assistance, please drop a message in the chat box if you want some answer, or you can mail me also in my email ID, that is rnauti412@gmail.com. Thank you. Thank you for patient listening. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for very motivational and power-packed, I would say, session that you have given. I mean, you have said so much, I can't even summarize, but what you said most importantly was, this is not the idle time. This is the perfect time. This is the time that has been given to you to build up on yourself, to reflect upon building yourself, put your focus straight, put an attention in the right direction. And if you do combine this two, you go in a 3D effect of your life, which is completely a new platform that you can achieve. So wonderfully explaining all these concepts, and thank you very much again. And I request all the students who are attending this webinar, if there are any questions, please put the questions in the chat box so that in a Q&A session, we can take all the questions from the respected speakers in the webinar. So friends, well, moving on to our next session, which is handling the professional examination in COVID situation. Most of the time, I mean, in last 3, 4, 5 months, if we all evaluate, there has been a lot of uncertainty on the professional examinations, whether they will happen, whether they will not happen, whether they will be postponed. And the students generally have gone through ups and downs, highs and lows in last 3, 4 months, given the uncertainty. So to address this topic, today amongst us, we have a very young, bright chartered accountant, CA Adithi Chaturvedi, who is also a professor for CA course. She teaches virtually all relevant parts of CA. She has also been a lecturer at Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and she is associated with a lot of educational institutes in Mumbai. And basically, she's spearheading the whole, I would say, education part so far as CA is concerned to our new generation. So, Adithi, a warm welcome to you. Over to you for your address.
Thank you so much, Vikas Bhaiya, and good morning to everybody. Actually, it's afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone. Guru Purnima. It's Guru Purnima. Happy Guru Purnima to everybody. Now, today, what I am here for is I'll just get to the topic as soon as I can, because I just want you to understand what is the exact topic that I'm going to talk about. So I will be talking about handling professional exam in this current situation. First of all, just a brief introduction that Vikas Bhaiya gave a wonderful introduction, but if I tell you where do I come from, so I've been teaching CA, CS, cost accountancy students for past 8 years. Okay, so in these 8 years, thankfully, I've got that experience as to how to deal with the, the situations that you are facing. And because I am currently into all this, I do get students coming back to me saying, ma'am, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem. So for that, I think I can a bit try just resolving some issues that I can. So just please understand. Sabse pehle, handling professional exam, I would be talking a bit more of Hindi because I want everybody to be more comfortable. I think somebody's unmuted, but okay. Okay, so handling professional exam in this situation of COVID-19. See, everybody is having problems currently. Everybody is coming up saying, ma'am, ye problem hai, ye problem hai, ye problem hai. Now, I want you to understand the first thing. Ki problem exactly. What is the problem? I don't know. I'm just getting my voice being repeated.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So professional exams. The first thing that I want you to understand is professional exam is a professional degree. What all are we going to cover right now? Your professional degree exams, your postgraduate exams or master courses, like the courses which currently they've either got delayed or they have got adjourned with a date which is not sure. So be it CA, CS, CWA, CFA, ACCA, LLB, MBA, MCOM, MCA, MTech, and many more. All these exams currently are just getting delayed. And honestly, you cannot help it. So even if you say, yaar, mera na exam kab se shift hue chala ja raha hai, main kya karu? Tum kya kar sakte ho? Can you change the world scenario? No, you cannot. Honestly, you cannot change the world scenario. It's not just about you, it is about everybody. ये सबके साथ हो रहा है. आपका सिर्फ एग्जाम शायद पोस्टपोन हो रहा है, किसी के साथ कुछ और भी हो रहा है. Okay, there are people losing their jobs right now. So there are bigger problems in the world than जो आपके साथ हो रहा है.
Can I request everyone to please mute yourself? Adithi, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, fine. So when we talk about what are the exact problems that are happening, so currently all that is happening with the professional exam are two things. Either they're getting adjourned, so they're just getting adjourned and adjourned and adjourned and adjourned. You're getting a new date each time. Or the second thing that is happening is they're absolutely getting cancelled. Like just a very updated news, like just 2 days ago, CA exams got cancelled. Okay, and CS exams, be it CS, be it CWA, everybody is expecting their exams to happen. Okay, so they are into that adjourned वाला criteria, और बाकी public है cancelled वाले में कि मैम हमारे exam तो cancel हो गए. And let me tell you, nobody is happy. कोई खुश नहीं है कि चल मेरे exam cancel हो गए, मेरा सर दर्द गया. नहीं है. I'll tell you what are the problems. जिनके एग्जाम एडजर्न हुए हैं उनका ये बोलना है मैम अनसर्टन है, पता नहीं कब होगा, जिसकी वजह से वी आर नॉट एबल टू फोकस. हम फोकस ही नहीं कर पाए. आवर एग्जाम्स विल हैपन बट कब होंगे पता नहीं. दे गिव अ डेट, फिर उसको चेंज कर देते हैं, फिर से दे गिव अ डेट, फिर से वो चेंज हो जाता है. सो अल्टीमेटली एग्जाम्स कब होंगे वी डोंट नो. ऑन द अदर हैंड जिनके कैंसिल हो गए वो बोल रहे हैं मैम हमारे तो सारे एफर्ट्स ही वेस्ट हो गए, हमने इतनी मेहनत की, वी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द एग्जाम, वो भी वेस्ट हो गए. एंड अब अगला एग्जाम इतनी दूर है कि अभी से कैसे प्लान करें. सो वी आर अनएबल टू प्लान. अल्टीमेटली आई एम हियर टू एड्रेस दीस टू इश्यूज. ठीक है, जिनके पोस्टपोन हो रहे हैं वो क्या करें और जिनके कैंसिल हो गए हैं वो क्या करें. ओके, इन बोथ दीज केसेस आई होप आई एम एबल टू हेल्प यू अ बिट. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. व्हाट डू यू थिंक कोविड इज गेटिंग आउट ऑफ यू? कोविड आपका क्या टेस्ट कर रहा है? ये जो पूरी सिचुएशन है, पूरी दुनिया में चीजें टेस्ट हो रही, एवरीबडी इज बीइंग पुट टू टेस्ट. ठीक है, कोविड आपसे क्या टेस्ट कर रहा है? कुछ चीजें दैट कोविड इज टेस्टिंग inside you is your understanding. How well do you know you stay with your family also? क्योंकि बाहर तो तुम्हारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत अच्छी होती है, when it comes to family members तो we are more aggressive. ठीक है, so how's your understanding? How do you plan things? Because हर चीज अब घर में है. You know, we are learning a different mode of planning. You're prioritizing. पूरे दिन घर में है, उसके बाद भी have to prioritize things and do. जब ऑफिस लाइफ थी, we used to go, सुबह ऑफिस चले गए, क्लास चले गए और लाइफ सॉर्टेड थी, अपने आप शेड्यूल था. अब you have schedule and prioritize. Time management, decision making and overall crisis management skill. ये सब कोविड आपको सिखा रहा है, ऑलरेडी सिखा रहा है, even if you're not knowing it. ठीक है. On the other hand, professional exams आपसे क्या चाहते हैं? The first thing that a professional exam gives you guys is transformation. If you understand मैम क्या transformation? Transformation ना, आप एक learner थे, learner से you were transformed into a professional. You transformed into a job ready, skilled and qualified professional. मतलब if you understand, स्टूडेंट की ना 4 गलतियां माफ हो सकती है, क्या रे छोड़ना वो बच्चा है, प्रोफेशनल की नहीं होती. सो यू आर टर्निंग इनटू अ प्रोफेशनल एंड तुम्हें इतना ज्यादा स्ट्रेस मिल रहा है सब तरफ से, जिसके अंदर यू आर टर्निंग. सो ऑनेस्टली दिस कोविड विल जस्ट हेल्प यू बिकम बेटर प्रोफेशनल, ऑनेस्टली, बिकॉज वंस यू एक्वायर अ जॉब यू आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू होल्ड अ रिस्पॉन्सिबल पोजिशन. कंपनी के डिसीजंस, कंपनी के फ्यूचर आप पे डिपेंड करते हैं. सो यू अंडरस्टैंड, ऐसे ही मतलब यू जस्ट कांट keep going as to कि ठीक है चल रहा है वैसे चल रहा है, वो लर्नर लाइफ में चलता है, प्रोफेशनल की में नहीं. सो नाउ कमिंग अप, तो एग्जाम्स जो सीए, जो कोई भी सीए, सीएस, एलएलबी, एवरी प्रोफेशनल एग्जाम wants exactly the same things from you that you're learning right now unknowingly. कुछ चीजें आपके साथ हो रही हैं बट आपको पता नहीं चल रहा कि मुझे कोई कुछ सिखा के जा रहा है, बट आप सीख रहे. ठीक है, नाउ कमिंग बैक, चलो ठीक है ये सब तो सीख लिया, अब पढ़ेंगे कैसे हम. ठीक है, so the question that comes up is how to study during COVID. Okay, these points should help you. A great part, a very great part was covered by Rajni ji. She's done it very well. I'll just try putting up those points in a in an explained way. Just see as many as you can understand. तुम चाहो तो इनको लिख लेना, but पहले समझ लो. ठीक है, so let's start. सबसे first thing that you should do, you have to set up goals, guys. देखो, दिस आई टेल ऑल माई स्टूडेंट्स, अगर तुम एक बिल्डिंग में रहते हो 6th फ्लोर पे, ठीक है, और आपकी लिफ्ट बंद है, आप 2 माले चढ़ जाओगे, आप 3 चढ़ जाओगे, 4थे माले पे यूड बी टायर्ड, 5वें माले पे तुम्हारी हालत ऐसी हो जाएगी कि अरे यार हमने 6ठे माले पे घर लिया ही क्यों, रोते रोते तुम 6ठा माला पहुंच जाओगे. ठीक है, वेराज ऑन द अदर हैंड, अगर आपका घर 13th फ्लोर पे होता तो आप 6 माले कब चढ़ के आपको पता नहीं चलता, आप थकते 9th फ्लोर, 9वें माले पे जाके आप थकते, 10वें माले पे आप एकदम बैठ जाते, 11वें माले पे आप सोचते हम आए क्यों। बट जब आपका गोल 6ठा माला था ना, तो आप 4थे पे थक चुके थे। तो हमेशा एक गोल सेट होना चाहिए कि हमें कहाँ तक जाना है। वंस यू हैव दैट गोल, वहां तक नहीं पहुंचोगे, बट मच बेटर देन नॉट हैविंग अ गोल। ठीक है, सो सेट अप अ गोल, प्लान ईच डे, एंड गाइस जस्ट डोंट प्लान डेज, प्लान ईच आवर। ईच आवर ऑफ योर डे हैज टू बी प्लान, कि चलो ये घंटे चाहिए तो वो टाइम पे मैं टीवी देखूं, बट मेरा वो 1 घंटे का प्लान है। ओके, नाउ वी हैव सेकंड थिंग, सेट अ रूटीन। हैव अ रूटीन कि भाई रोज मैं इतने बजे से इतने बजे तक पढ़ूंगा, इतने बजे से इतने बजे तक मैं फैमिली के साथ टाइम पास करूंगा, मैं लूडो खेल रही है पब्लिक आजकल बहुत, बट आई होप दैट्स अ प्लान्ड थिंग। ओके, आप खेलो, आप थोड़ा रिक्रिएशनल एक्टिविटीज करो, सब करो, बट एक रूटीन होना चाहिए। आज 12 बजे उठ गए, कल 10 बजे उठ गए, फिर 2 बजे उठ गए, ये तुम स्टूडेंट लाइफ में हो, तुम्हारा कोई वेकेशन नहीं है। गाइस अंडरस्टैंड, लोगों के ऑफिस बंद हो रहे हैं, तुम्हारी क्लासेस बंद हो रही हैं, बट तुम्हारा एग्जाम जितनी दूर था वो उतनी ही दूर है। इफ इट इज नॉट दिस अटेम्प्ट तो द नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट तो वो फिक्स है, वो तो पास आते ही जा रहे हैं। जब कोरोना का पूरा केस हटेगा, यू सडनली सी योर एग्जाम्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, एंड आई टेल दिस टू ऑल माय स्टूडेंट्स, ये एग्जाम हर बार, पता है कोई भी प्रोफेशनल एग्जाम, गॉड फॉरबिड इफ यू डोंट क्लियर, तो हम बोलते टाइम नहीं था, पढ़ नहीं पाए, डिस्ट्रैक्शन थे, ऑफिस था, शादी थी, ये थी वो थी। इस बार क्या बोलोगे, क्या नहीं था? जितना टाइम आपके पास था किसी अटम में किसी को नहीं मिलने वाला। दिस इज हिस्टोरिकल, ensure that you utilize it well. Okay, now moving ahead, coming to the next thing. So the next thing that I want to tell you is create a proper learning space. घर में काउच पे बैठ के पढ़ने लग गए, बेड पे बैठ के पढ़ने लग गए, कहीं भी किचन में, हैव अ प्रॉपर स्पेस कि हाँ भाई ये मेरा डेस्क है, मैं रोज यहीं आके यहीं पढ़ूंगा, और उस जहां भी वो डेस्क है वो बहुत साइलेंट प्लेस पे होना चाहिए, टीवी के बाजू में नहीं। ठीक है, वहां पे कोई डिस्ट्रैक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए, कोई डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं होना चाहिए। इट शुड बी कि हाँ भाई पढ़ने तो हम उस कॉर्नर में ही बैठते। ठीक है, लोग लाइब्रेरी जाते थे, अब बंद है, घर में लाइब्रेरी बनाओ। ओके, नेक्स्ट, एक्सचेंज ऑफ नॉलेज, टॉक टू योर फ्रेंड्स ऑन कॉल, काम की बातें, फालतू बातें नहीं। ओके, फालतू बातें तो हम वैसे ही बहुत कर लेते हैं, काम की बातें करो दोस्तों से, टॉक टू देम कि भाई क्या लाइव क्लासरूम्स हो रहे हैं यूट्यूब पे, लाइव क्लासरूम जूम पे, गो एंड अटेंड देम, देयर आर मेनी वेज टू डू इट, लाइव प्रोफेसर्स आ रहे हैं। ओके, वो सब करो। नेक्स्ट थिंग इज टेक वीडियो लेक्चर्स। गाइस अंडरस्टैंड, वर्चुअल इज द न्यू रियल, ये चीज मान लो। अगर आप वेट करो नहीं जब सब कुछ नॉर्मल हो जाएगा मैं तभी पढ़ूंगा, लाइफ में कभी भी सारी सिचुएशंस परफेक्ट नहीं होती, आपको हर सिचुएशन में अपना स्ट्रैटेजी करेक्ट करना पड़ेगा। ओके, सो वर्चुअल इज द न्यू रियल, यूज टेक्नोलॉजी फॉर योर बेनिफिट। यूट्यूब पे टाइम पास मत करो, अपने सब्जेक्ट, यू वोंट बिलीव, क्योंकि आई एम इनटू दिस प्रोफेशन, इतने प्रोफेसर्स ने इतना सारा कंटेंट यूट्यूब पे फ्री अवेलेबल कर रखा है। मैंने सीए फाइनल के सारे लेक्चर्स अपने चैनल पे यूट्यूब पे फ्री अवेलेबल कर रखे हैं, आप आराम से देख सकते हैं, बहुतों ने कर रखे हैं। गो एंड सर्च कि कौन हमें क्या देना चाहता है, वो लेना तो आपको ही पड़ेगा। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, स्टे अपडेटेड गाइस, स्टे अपडेटेड। एक जस्ट बिकॉज़ आप घर पे हो, आपको कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा, हम लाइब्रेरी नहीं जा रहे, हम क्लास नहीं जा रहे, कोई अमेंडमेंट आया, कुछ चेंज आया, पता नहीं, किसी प्रोफेसर का वर्चुअल सेशन होने वाला है, पता नहीं, सो कीप अ ट्रैक ऑफ वर्चुअल सेशन जो आपके प्रोफेसर्स टीचर्स कर रहे हैं, एंड लाइव लेक्चर्स, वेबिनार्स, ये सब अटेंड करो जो डाउट सॉल्विंग के लिए हम सब करते हैं। आई कंडक्ट डाउट सॉल्विंग सेशंस, वी कंडक्ट मेनी वेबिनार्स, डू अटेंड देम, ताकि तुम्हें पता चले कि क्या हो रहा है इन योर एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री। दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है वो बताने के लिए न्यूज चैनल्स हैं, बट आपके एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड क्या हो रहा है वो आपको खुद ही जानना पड़ेगा। ओके, नेक्स्ट, स्टे अर्ली एंड चार्ज। ऐसा नहीं कि अब मैम डेस्कटॉप पे पढ़ते ना हम लोग तो 24 घंटे सातों दिन बस ऐसे बैठे हम लैपटॉप को देखे जा रहे हैं। डोंट डू दैट, ब्रेक्स लो, बैठो अपना एक शेड्यूल के हिसाब से बैठो, बाकी ब्रेक लो, रिक्रिएशनल एक्टिविटीज करो। ऐसे एकदम डोंट मेक इट मोनोटोनस प्लीज, ऐसे रिपीटेटिव रोबोट मत बन जाओ कि दिन भर लैपटॉप पे जाना, आंखों में दर्द हो जाएगा, 4 दिन पढ़ोगे, 5वें 6ठे दिन छुट्टी। सो हैव अ शेड्यूल, मतलब सेंसिबली पढ़ो। प्लीज रिमेंबर गाइस, एक चीज, प्रोफेशनल स्टूडेंट, प्रोफेशनल एग्जाम वाला स्टूडेंट किसी को दिखाने के लिए नहीं पढ़ता, अपने लिए पढ़ता है। मम्मी देख रही है, मैं 4 घंटे बुक के सामने बैठ लूं, पढ़ा कुछ नहीं, ऐसा प्रोफेशनल स्टूडेंट नहीं करता। यू स्टडी फॉर योरसेल्फ, व्हेन यू स्टडिंग, यू नॉट स्टडिंग, उठो और चले जाओ, बट कम बैक आल्सो। ठीक है, एंड लास्ट थिंग आई वांट टू टेल यू इज स्ट्रेस नहीं होना चाहिए। डू नॉट टेक स्ट्रेस, एवरीवेयर स्ट्रेस, बिकॉज दीस डेज आवर जनरेशन वी नो बहुत स्ट्रेस आता है, बहुत पैनिक करते हैं, बहुत पूरी हमारी तो लाइफ ही बर्बाद हो गई, हमारा तो सब खत्म हो गया। भाई दुनिया में बहुतों का बहुत कुछ हो गया, एवरीबॉडी इज एट पार, सबका कुछ ना कुछ नुकसान हुआ. यूजीसी तुम्हारा क्या नहीं हुआ. एंड आई होप यू नो गाइस, जिस तरह से 2020 जा रहा है, इसमें कुछ अच्छा होना जरूरी नहीं है. कुछ बुरा नहीं हुआ तो तुम खुश हो. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. Okay, so do not take stress, stay calm, do not panic, discuss issues with your seniors, teachers, family, and why to worry about something that you cannot control. जो चीज तुम कंट्रोल ही नहीं कर सकते उसकी क्या चिंता करनी. अपने आप जो जैसे अपने आप ये सब हुआ है, अपने आप ठीक भी होगा क्योंकि आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं है. बट आपके कंट्रोल में क्या है? आपके कंट्रोल में है आपकी प्लानिंग, आपकी प्रिपरेशन. एवरीथिंग इज अंडर योर कंट्रोल. Okay, so thank you. If you want to ask me anything, you can ask here. If you want to send us mail, CSRA team, I am a part of the CSRA team. आप हमारे टीम के मेल आईडी पे मेल भेजिए. We'll surely get back to you. बाकी if you want any study related help, these are my Facebook profile, my YouTube channel, my Telegram channel. इस सब पे हम अपने free lectures डालते रहते हैं. आप इन सब पे भी सब्सक्राइब करके रख सकते हैं. For CACS and cost accountancy students, this is very LLB students, this is very helpful. So that's all I would like to conclude. Thank you so very much. And please remember, guys, if you can see the exact, just one line, something that you can see in my background is there is no elevator to success. There is no elevator to success. Please समझ लेना, मेहनत करे बिना there is no success. मेहनत तो लगेगी. और तुम सोचो तुम्हारा लाइफ टाइम इवेंट है. तुम हमेशा जिंदगी में बोलोगे हम ना कोविड के टाइम पे पास हुए थे, हमने कोविड का ड्यूरेशन देखा है, वो तो हम सब बोल लेंगे. पर तुम कोविड के ड्यूरेशन में कुछ सक्सेस निकाल के लाए हो. विल बी वेरी यूनिक. सो ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू. विकास भैया, ओवर टू यू.
Thank you so much. Brilliantly putting out all the very practical tips to everyone who's attending all of the webinar. Great, very motivational, power packed once again. Thank you so much, Adithi, for setting the practical tips for the students. Now, friends, moving on to the next session, which is once you have done education, the biggest question is, because हम generally सोचते हैं कि education अपने आप में एक challenge है, education अपने आप में एक goal है, but सबसे बड़ा goal हमें तब एहसास होता है जब हम education complete कर लेते हैं कि what is next, what is our career, what it should look like, what are we going to do as a job, should we do job, should we do business, should we join the family business. That's a big question that basically comes across all the minds, once the education is complete. So to address, what could be the post-education career opportunities, we have a very distinguished speaker and very highly renowned professional in the field of HR, Dr. Harish Chaturvedi, who's currently Senior Vice President in Human Resource Management at one of India's largest, or rather the largest company of the country. He is going to share the practical tips on placement post your education is completed. Over to you, Dr. Hareshji, and once again, very warm welcome to the webinar.
Thank you. So I start with two friends were going in the jungle and they saw a lion coming in. One of the friend push out the shoes, PT shoes, sports shoes, the running shoes. The other friends asked, ये PT shoes पहन लेने से तो शेर से तेज दौड़ सकता है क्या? The first boy said, मुझे शेर से नहीं, मुझे तुझसे तेज दौड़ना है. That is the reality of the corporate world. So good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone here. I hope everyone is safe.
Sir,
during
a small request. Can you be slightly louder, or could come closer to the mic, because then you would be more audible to the audience.
So now,
Thank you.
Now it's okay. Now it's okay. Because I am running through short problem. So anyway, I will try to speak louder. So hope everyone is safe during this COVID unprecedented crisis we are passing through, or the opportunities we are passing through. On the auspicious occasion of Guru Purnima today, my regards to all gurus, all seniors sitting here who has made me to this level, and sick blessings from every one of you sitting here. I have been given 10 minutes, I understand, Vikasji. So in this 10 minutes, I have to talk about career placement post-education. I will call it as welcome to the wonderland of corporate jungle. So there are two words, very distinct two words. One is wonderland and second is jungle. The corporate is a wonderland if you are ready for that. And if not, corporate is a jungle. हम लोग वहाँ ऐसे बैठे हुए हैं, आपको आने नहीं देंगे अंदर, आपको खा जाएंगे. So that is another reality of the corporate world. Speaking after the distinguished guests like Rajni ji, Harivansh ji, it's really it's difficult. उनके सामने बोलना बहुत मुश्किल है. आपने मेरा नंबर उनके बाद लगाया है. No issue. I will try to just give justice to this. And whatever I had prepared for today's, most of the thing both of them have shared. So I have nothing to share much more on that, but I will try to add something to that, and I will not repeat what they have told about. So for any professional life, you require 4 E's. That is education, examination, experience, and ethics. So we have all talked about education. Education is nothing, it's a passport, not a visa. It's not a visa, it's a passport. Examination, passing examination, जो certificate मिलता है last में, that is more or less used to place it in a drawing room whereby your parents get advantage or benefited कि लड़के ने MBA किया है, लड़के ने डिग्री पास किया है, उसको या तो अच्छी लड़की मिलेगी या लड़की को अच्छा लड़का मिलेगा. Really, once you enter into the professional world, the way Adithi has said, it's totally different. It's just an entry point. But yes, education is a must. You have to complete your education, you have to get your certificate also. This reminds me another story of 4 Brahmins, 4 scholars completing their education and coming to the city. On the way, they found some bones are lying there. To seek their knowledge, to tell about their knowledge, एक ने बोला कि जो हड्डियां पड़ी है, मैं उन हड्डियों को इकट्ठा करके skeleton बना सकता हूँ. The other scholar says, if you make these bones in a skeleton form, I can put flesh on it. The third scholar says, if you put flesh on the skeleton, I will put a life into this. The fourth scholar says, माफ कर दो भाई, अगर ये skeleton flesh लग के अगर जिंदा हो गया, तो ये शेर बन जाएगा, हम सबको खा जाएगा. So that is the wisdom what we have to learn from education, how it is going to be useful in the real practical professional world, in the corporate world. Today's what Harivansh ji has said, in future we don't know, and actually when 2014 someone has said by 2020 HR will die, I was the first person to react. HR will be there only. HR is not going to die. The same way I am telling today also here with this platform, on this platform, right now I don't know what is going to become future of this world, future of the professional life. But yes, what career we should look at, the broader guidelines we should actually discuss. The broader guidelines is the profession you should select, which is one, if you don't get money, then also you are ready to work for that profession. So you should choose that profession first. आपको पैसा मिले या ना मिले, पर आपको खुशी मिलती है तो वो काम आपको करना चाहिए. That profession which doesn't give you money but gives you satisfaction should also have an opportunity of growth. You should grow there. You can grow there. So that is the second criteria to select the career. Third is the career which doesn't give you money, give you opportunity to grow and to be used in the larger benefit of the society. And fourth point, which is main point, if these 3 criteria are matched, the career you should select should also pay money. हम लोग उल्टा करते हैं, कौन सा कैरियर पैसा देता है उसको पहले सिलेक्ट करते हैं. Actually we should select it last. I really don't know what is going to happen in future, but one thing is I am clear that what has been successful today is not going to help us tomorrow. What skills are going to come out, really we don't know. But there is again, how to get ready. ये सब बोल के अगर हाथ खड़े कर देंगे कि फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है तो कौन सा कोर्स करूं, क्या करूं, we should be ready with that. So what is that formula? I will just give to my student friends here a formula how to prepare for your career in future. So it is just like everyone knows 26/11 Taj attack. A lot of firing was happening. NSG commandos were flown from Delhi. They were never traveled Taj. They were never visited Taj. They were not knowing any geography of Taj inside. They were not knowing who are the terrorists, who are the guests. But to the surprise, when they entered the Taj premises, there was none of the casualty happened other than the terrorist. They have cleaned up almost 1100 rooms, entering there without having any geographical knowledge or anything they were knowing about Taj. How they did this? It is the practice what they have made, the way they have been trained, the brain they have been developed, the rigorous training given to the NSG commandos on a different aspect, made their mind adjust in any given situation. And that's what corporate is looking at today. You are thrown into any circumstances. No one of us was knowing about COVID. All of a sudden, one fine day, a gentleman at 8 o'clock says lockdown. No one was ready. There was options. हम बैठे घर पे रोए बैठ के, और we start to face the situation. The corporate world was ready for that, and most of the organizations which are essential services, they have worked, they have changed their way of working, and today we are all telling about, yes, it is, we have adjusted to the situation. What makes this? This makes because of four things. Again, it is attitude, the skill, the knowledge, and habit. Here I will give you an example of अभिमन्यु. अभिमन्यु से भी ज्यादा अच्छे लोग थे. अभिमन्यु भी बहुत अच्छा सीखा, सेना लड़ाका था. He was a fighter. He was having all knowledge about how to enter into Chakravyuh. He was having all the knowledge about how to fight. He was having skill to fight. Knowledge था, skill थी, उसमें attitude था. He was having all passion to fight, but he has never practiced. So the way Adithi has said, this is the time when you have to practice your professional education in the practical way. You have to help yourself to get yourself trained how professional life is going to become. In summary, education is must. There is no alternative of education. Another piece of advice, find your mentor. Everyone, आज गुरु पूर्णिमा है, consider this auspicious day and commit to yourself that I will be having one as a mentor in my life. Find your interest field, which gives you not the successful career, but happy career. It should be a happy career. Take experience. Use this time to get experience. Part-time karo, आधा घंटा करो, 2 घंटा करो, 5 घंटे करो, whatever time you get, try to implement whatever education you have made into your practice. And the way Rajni Madam says, be a cause, contribute to the society. So these are the few points what I want to put. It's an aspect. I know this topic is a huge topic. We can discuss it over a days, but in a short 10 minutes time, I'm just completing it within a time frame, whatever was allotted to me.
Thank you, Haresh.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for very beautifully putting out the concept, starting with 4E concept that you explained, and then ending your discussion with putting forward finding a mentor thing, especially on this Guru Purnima day. So without the Guru, you can't have light before your path that you are walking on. And very importantly, you described the importance of a happy career. You should choose a career which gives you happiness, because I think health and happiness is over anything else. And be a cause, as you finally pointed out, which Rajni ma'am also said. So thank you again for the wonderful session, sir, for putting out wonderfully what is important for placement, post-education, once you have completed education. Thank you very much. Moving on to our next session, which is managing education and stress. Friends, whatever we say, whatever we do, however we don't want to stress, it somehow comes to us. You know, and simply because of sheer competition, because of circumstances, because of the load, it will always bite you. And it is difficult to manage a stress. So one has to overcome the situation to be successful. And to address this topic, we have a very bright mind from our community, Aayushi Chaturvedi, who's a clinical psychologist, studied in United Kingdom, and she is the founder of Outreach Foundation for Mental Health Care and Research. She is an active speaker on stress management. So may I request Aayushi to unmute yourself and address all the participants on the webinar. Thank you.
थैंक यू विकास भैया। जय श्री कृष्ण आप सबको। मेरा नाम आयुषी है और लगभग 10 साल पहले की बात है। I was sitting and I was trying to figure out what career I want to take, and I come from a family, मेरी family ऐसी है जहाँ पे mostly सब CA या MBA हैं, एक software engineer है। और मैं उस टाइम पे सोच रही थी मुझे क्या पढ़ना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए। I think one of the best things that happened to me was that मेरे पेरेंट्स से मुझसे पूछा था मुझे किस चीज में रुचि है। So how Harish uncle just said that, you know, choose a happy career. I spoke to my dad and I told him that I wanted to take up psychology. I am very much interested to, you know, listen to people, talk to them, reach out to them, and support them in whatever ways I can. In our community, Chaturvedi community, one of the I'd say weakest point comes in when the parents dictate to the child what they need to do when they grow up. So as my first point, I would like to say it's Guru Purnima ka din hai aaj, aur hamari life ke sabse pehle guru hote hain hamare parents. So my first point is for the parents is that I think it's time that we speak to our children and we ask them कि उनको happiness किस चीज में मिलती है, उनको खुशी किस चीज से मिलती है, क्या पढ़ना चाहेंगे, क्या करना चाहेंगे अपने करियर में. So my first point is for the parents. It is important. There are many exploitative tendencies in our community. We need to fight them, and it's only going to be possible if our parents listen to us, talk to us, hear us out, and support us in the careers that we want to choose, the education that we want to gain. Education is the medium through which we can tackle a lot of mal situations that are happening in the community that we live in. That's one point that I want to raise for the parents. The second point I want to raise about is girl child education. हम काफी कम लड़कियां हैं जो यहाँ पे आज बैठे हैं, ये सेशन अटेंड कर रही हैं. Almost 20% are girls, rest 80% are boys. My question is, it is important that a girl is educated. Our Prime Minister says that beti bachao, beti padhao. Harivansh uncle actually says ki beti hi bachayegi. So I think it's time that the parents understand that we empower our girls. And I'm very grateful that I've got a speaker, a co-panelist like Adithi sitting right there, who has done so well in her Chaturvedi and in her CA, and being a fabulous teacher and professor, guiding all of us through. So that's the second point that I wanted to raise. An important message to all the fathers. Behind every girl child's success, there is a father who believes in her. So I have a father who believed in me almost 10, 12 years back. And today, this is me, one of the youngest panelists out here who's coming and talking to each one of y'all because he believed that I could achieve something in my life, which made me very happy. So to all the youngsters out there and all the parents out there, try to create a situation where you can talk to each other, hear each other out, and more or less create that atmosphere where you'll understand each other and create a space for your child to grow. in things that makes them happy. Now the third point that everyone has spoken about, COVID is a change that we are all experiencing. But in life, we keep experiencing change and parivartan. Badlav is a constant in all our lives. And one of the key things that Rajni ma'am also spoke about is that, we need to focus on our frame of mind. It is a problematic situation. It is really negative. How do I grow? How do I, address this kind of issue? We need to understand that COVID is become one of the key ways in which we can learn how to be adaptable in our lives. And that is one of the key skills that we all need to hone. Aajkal experience kaam nahi aayega. Aajkal scale kaam nahi aayega. Adaptability is what's going to make you succeed in any profession, any education that you go for. Now, few points when we are experiencing change. I'm just going to talk about 4 points that we should try and address. Some points are something that I'm repeating that the other panelists have already spoken. The first point I want to say is that just don't pressurize yourself. Pressure lene ki koi zarurat nahi hai. If you're not comfortable with the change, just accept it. Yes, there is a change that's going on. It's not making you feel comfortable. It's all right. Agar change ho raha hai, just take it in. Just accept that situation. Second is taking care of yourself. Please अपना ध्यान रखिए. आपको जिस चीज से खुशी मिलती है वो करिए. Keep exercising, keep doing yoga, keep doing meditation, keep doing having a really good nourished, enriched appetite that you can keep eating. Just keep yourself healthy, take care of yourself. The next point I want to talk about is that reach out, connect with someone. You can talk to a friend, you can talk to a colleague, you can talk to an elder, uncle, auntie, जिनसे भी आपको अच्छा लगता है कि इनसे बात कर सकते हैं. Just reach out to them, connect to them, speak to them about your feelings, your emotions, and try and connecting with them. The second thing I want to tell is that we also need to be compassionate towards others. So if you feel someone's not talking, someone's withdrawn themselves, just reach out to them. Just talk to someone how they are doing. It's as simple as that. बस किसी से फोन लगा दीजिए, अपने फ्रेंड से, अपने मतलब कोई भतीजी है, कोई भतीजा है, उसको बस फोन करो, उससे पूछो क्या हो रहा है लाइफ में, क्या चल रहा है. Just connect with someone during these difficult moments. That is something that we can talk about, and that can really help us in managing change around us and adapting to it. The last point that I want to talk about is how do we prepare ourselves in times of uncertainty. A lot of your people who are out here today are students who are trying to study. First thing first, stick to your routine. जैसे अदिति ने बताया कि एक routine बनाइए, ये घंटे पे ये काम करना है, ये समय पे उठना है, ये समय पे सोना है. Just stick to your routine. Start at a time, stop at a time. It's absolutely fine. Just stick to that. Second thing is focus on what you can control. Adithi mentioned in her speech that, we can't control everything that's happening around us, but we can control what's in our hands. So it could be your studies that you have in control. So start focusing on things that you can control in your life. Third thing was creating a study space, just how Adithi mentioned that, you need to have a study space. Dining table पे आप खा रहे हैं, पी रहे हैं, बैठे हैं, TV देख रहे हैं, वो dining table पे आप पढ़ नहीं सकते हैं. आपको एक space चाहिए जहाँ पे you can just sit and you can study. So have a study space around you where, it's quiet, you can focus and you can study. Next is have a plan of action. In psychology, we call it having SMART goals which are specific. मतलब मेरे को 4 chapters पढ़ने हैं ये हफ्ते, मैं ये 4 chapters ही पढ़ूंगा. So goals that are specific, goals that are measurable, goals that can be attained. आपको अगर लगता है 4 chapters नहीं होने वाले एक हफ्ते में, keep it minimal, keep it to 2 chapters in a week's time, keep it relevant. ऐसे goals ना बनाइए जो आपके major goal जो है आपकी पढ़ाई का उसके जुड़ा ना हो. And the last point for the goal setting is about, it needs to be time based. You have to time yourself. एक घंटे में मुझे ये करना है, एक हफ्ते में मुझे ये करना है, एक महीने में मुझे ये करना है. The next point I want to talk about is take breaks often. Now, if you study, if I talk about scientists and the research that's conducted, it basically says that you need to have 53 minutes of studies and maximum 17 minutes of break. So try to keep this ratio in your study and your break time, which is 53 minutes of studies, focus studies or kuch nahi karna hai, and 17 minutes of break. Just take your break and do whatever you want, but the maximum break time should be 17 minutes, and then you get back to your studies. The last thing is focus on being kind to yourself. Just think about the kind of thoughts you're having about yourself. If you're having negative thoughts, it's not going to help. आप बहुत stress out हो जाओगे, बहुत pressure हो जाएगा. Just be kind to yourself. Have good, happy, positive thoughts about yourself, and don't compare yourself with anyone else. मतलब मेरे बाजू वाले ने इतना सब पढ़ लिया, मैंने इतना ही किया है, उसके भतीजी ने इतना पढ़ लिया, वो इतना कर रही है, तुम क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो? Just don't compare yourself with anyone. You are a competitor to your own self, so focus on that. So these are a few things that I thought, this is a right forum to talk about. 2 points for the parents: try and listen to your kids and accept and create that environment where they can come to you and talk to you about what makes them happy. The next 2 points that I spoke of were for the children, that accept the change that you are experiencing and adapt to it. Adaptability is the most important skill set that you will get during this time, which will take you to places. And the last point is obviously just be kind to yourself. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. So over to you, Vikas Bhaiya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Aayushi, for enumerating so many practical tips, emphasizing on women empowerment, to all the issues that are being faced by young kids, and the message that you brilliantly put out, not only for the kids but also for their parents, to create a very conducive environment and creating a very adapting environment to both kids and for parents. So brilliantly pointing out, Aayushi, thank you so much for all these inputs and insights. Moving on to our next session, friends, on closing remarks on CSRE group and next steps with respect to the group. To address this, we have our own Sri Brij uncle, who is the torch bearer of our CA profession, of our community, living legend. We all look up to him. We all seek his guidance and blessing virtually on a daily basis. With so much of experience and his enormous competence and capabilities, sir, I mean, I would like to request you to address the kids who are watching this webinar. Over to you, sir. Brij uncle.
Good afternoon and namaskar to everyone. Today is a Guru Purnima. Everybody is giving humble respect to their gurus. So today we have in this webinar so many gurus giving so much blessings to our new students and their parents. I would like to say, और अदर मैं ये कहूँगा कि पहली पढ़ाई की शुरुआत पेरेंट्स के साथ घर से शुरू होती है. पेरेंट्स अपने जीवन में क्या कर पाते हैं, नहीं कर पाते हैं, वो एक चैप्टर है, लेकिन उनके कुछ सपने होते हैं और वो अपनी सफलता या असफलता या सफलता के ऊपर और बड़ी सफलता लाने के लिए उन सपनों को अपने बच्चों के में देखने की कोशिश करते हैं और फिर कुछ हद तक उन पे लादने की कोशिश करते हैं. जैसा हमारे कई अनुभवी टीचर्स ने अभी कहा कि भाई आप जिसमें खुशी मिले वो करिए, जिसमें आपको लगे कि मैं ये कर सकता हूँ वो करिए. 3 इडियट पिक्चर देखी होगी आप सबने, बहुत लोगों ने. उसमें यही मैसेज था कि आपको जिसमें खुशी मिले और जो उसमें आपको इनोवेशन हो. आज मैं देखता हूँ कि जो 6ठे 8वें का बच्चा है वो आईटी में इतना अच्छा बैठ के घर में कर रहा है जो हम इतने सीनियर होने के बाद नहीं कर पाते हैं. वो आके कनेक्ट करता है तो हम आपकी वेबिनार में बैठ पाते हैं, नहीं तो नहीं बैठ पाते. दिस इज द फैक्ट ऑफ द लाइफ. और जैसा हरवंश जी ने कहा कि फ्यूचर की एजुकेशन क्या है, मतलब क्या जरूरत होगी, ये किसी को अभी दिख नहीं रहा है. तो मेरी जो राय है इस मामले में वो ये है कि 3 फंडामेंटल थिंग्स की हर वक्त जरूरत पड़ेगी. हम लोग मथुरा के हैं, चतुर्वेदी हैं बहुतायत में और मतलब इस समय यहाँ पर, और हिंदी भाषी हैं। घर में केवल हिंदी का प्रयोग होता है, गली मोहल्ले में और स्कूल में भी हिंदी का प्रयोग होता है। हमको ज्यादा से ज्यादा इंग्लिश बोलनी चाहिए, इंग्लिश पढ़नी चाहिए। उसके लिए अंग्रेजी अखबार जैसा बताया पढ़ना चाहिए, हमको अंग्रेजी की न्यूज टीवी चैनल पर सुननी चाहिए और कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि हम उनके साथ न्यूज ब्रॉडकास्टिंग करें। वो न्यूज ब्रॉडकास्टिंग करेंगे तो आपको डायलॉग डिलीवरी, प्रोनाउंसिएशन समझ में आएगा। इंग्लिश की ये प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज अगले 100 साल भी आपको बहुत काम आएगी। पहली ये अंग्रेजी बहुत जरूरी है। दूसरी ये कि आज वैसे ही बच्चे कर रहे हैं और करना चाहिए, आईटी में आप बेझिझक करिए। हम लोग थे जब शुरू में मोबाइल आया, 2-1 चीजें उसमें करते थे, बाकी डर लगता था कि कोई बटन दबाया तो बम फट जाएगा। छोटे बच्चे हैं वो उसमें कर रहे हैं, उनको कोई बम फटने का डर नहीं लगता, वो मतलब हैंग हो या कुछ भी हो चलता है। आईटी में आप अपने आप की जितनी महारत कर सकते हैं, किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में जाइएगा आप, आर्ट साइंस कॉमर्स ये वो कुछ नहीं, आईटी में अपने आप को मजबूत करिए। और तीसरा, आपका ब्रेन चलेगा अगर आप गणित को करते रहे। हर उम्र में हर चीज में मैथमेटिक्स आपको काम आने वाली। ये 3 प्रियम्बल्स के साथ में माता पिता को चाहिए कि बच्चे को, क्योंकि उससे ज्यादा कोई अपने बच्चे को नहीं जानता, उनको चाहिए कि जल्दी से डिसीजन न लें, जल्दी से डिसीजन नहीं लें, क्योंकि ये उसके अगले 100 साल के लाइफ का सवाल है। ये देखें कि बच्चा मेरा क्या कैपेबल हो सकेगा, क्या दिख रहा है, इसमें क्या कमियां हैं या अच्छाइयां हैं, ये क्या किसी को स्पोर्ट्समैन बनने का चाव है, किसी को देशभक्ति में फौज में जाने का चाव है, पुलिस में जाने का चाव है, किसी को आईएएस बनने का चाव है, किसी को सेवा में डॉक्टरी करने का चाव है, उसको करिए। ये मत सोचिए कि बाजू वालों ने या भाई भतीजों ने या ऊपर नीचे सबने मतलब XYZ कोर्स किया है या ये किया है। आज क्योंकि 70% कॉमर्स के बच्चे हैं, तो मैं कहूंगा कि सीए आपका बड़ा सेफ प्रोफेशन है, सबसे सस्ता प्रोफेशन है। अगर आप बुद्धि लगा के पढ़ते हैं तो आपको मतलब पेड़ अदिति की ट्यूशन नहीं चाहिए, उसके वेबिनार जो लगे हुए हैं वेब पे वो देख के आप पढ़ सकते हैं। यानी सबसे सस्ता है, इसके दाखिले में कोई तकलीफ नहीं है। हरवंश जी ने कहा कि भाई कॉलेज तो इतने हैं लेकिन क्वालिटी कॉलेज इतने से हैं, और दूसरे कॉलेज में भी जाने कैसे आपको एडमिशन मिलता है, कॉस्ट होती ये होती है, पढ़ाई का कुछ नहीं होता मतलब। लेकिन सीए में आपको कहीं भी चले जाओगे, इवन डमी आर्टिकल करने वाले वो भी अपनी जिंदगी में बहुत आगे बढ़ जाते हैं। शर्त ये है कि ये आपके बल पे है, दूसरे के बल पे नहीं है, ना आपके पेरेंट्स के बल पे है, ना आपके अड़ोसी पड़ोसी कजिन के बल पे है। अभी जो दूसरी बात इसमें आती है कि अगर आपने सीए कर भी लिया, कर लेंगे तो कर भी लिया, तो आप एक जनरल मर्चेंट बनते हैं, आप एक जनरल डॉक्टर प्रैक्टिशनर बनते हैं, आपको ढंग की नौकरी मिल जाएगी, आप ढंग के काम में चाहे किसी सीए फर्म में चले जाइए या आप कोई बिजनेस इंडस्ट्री में चले जाइए, आपको एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिल जाएगा। आप धीरे धीरे अपनी जिंदगी का आनंद से, रिस्पेक्ट से भरण पोषण कर सकते हैं। लेकिन अगर आप में ये है सपने कि मेरे को बहुत आगे जाना है, तो सीए जस्ट आपकी फाउंडेशन है। आपको उसके 2500 जो सब्जेक्ट हैं उसमें से कुछ सब्जेक्ट को सेलेक्ट करके उसमें मास्टरी करते हुए आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा। इसके लिए, और जो ये सीए की पढ़ाई अगर वैसे आपने करके और बैठ के काम पे, तो आपको कोई चिंता की बात नहीं है, धीरे धीरे आपको काम आपको सिखाता जाएगा, आप बढ़ते जाएंगे। लेकिन आपका लक्ष्य अगर बहुत ऊपर जाने का है तो आपको रोज पढ़ना पड़ेगा, विदाउट लीव रोज पढ़ना पड़ेगा। क्यों? क्योंकि हमारे देश में कानून बनाने वाले और उनके जो ब्यूरोक्रेट्स हैं उनका शौक है कि वो रोज एक नई कॉम्प्लिकेटेड चीज बनाएं, उसके बाद उसमें एक्सप्लेनेशन दें, उसके बाद उसमें मतलब क्वालिफिकेशन दें, फिर उसको इग्नोर करने का दें, फिर ये करें वो करें, जब तक आप उसमें मास्टरी करें तब तक उसको चेंज कर दें। तो यू हैव टू बी परपेचुअली स्टडिंग दैट। बट दिस इज ए आइडल सिचुएशन कि आप कॉमर्स कर रहे हैं, आप सीए वगैरह कर लें और आपको करियर हो जाएगा, सस्ता है, सुंदर है। इसको चतुर्वेदी कम्युनिटी ने बहुत अच्छी तरह फॉलो किया हुआ है। लेकिन देयर आर हंड्रेड्स ऑफ अदर ऑप्शन। आप एयरलाइंस की उसमें ट्रेन जा सकते हैं, आप मतलब कोई भी हॉस्पिटलिटी इंडस्ट्रीज के कोर्स में जा सकते हैं। हमारे चतुर्वेदी बच्चे बहुत सुंदर होते हैं, अच्छी पर्सनालिटी होती है, एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, बॉडी भी अच्छी होती है। वो हॉस्पिटलिटी इंडस्ट्रीज, होटल इंडस्ट्रीज, एयरलाइंस इंडस्ट्रीज वगैरह में जा सकते हैं। देशभक्ति में पुलिस और फौज में जा सकते हैं। रोज वॉर नहीं होता, घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है कि मतलब दुर्घटना ही होती है, शहीद ही होता है, लेकिन उसमें बड़ा ऑनर है और बड़ा वो मिलता है। अपने मेडिकल की पढ़ाई बहुत महंगी है अपने यहाँ, इसीलिए मुश्किल से 10 डॉक्टर हो पाए। क्यों? क्योंकि उनके पेरेंट्स ने उनको इतना सपोर्ट किया कि वो इतनी महंगी पढ़ाई को कर पाए। आज भगवान की दया है कि हमारे लोग जो पहले मथुरा से निकलते थे तो वो शास्त्री और पंडित और आचार्यों के बच्चे होते थे, और वो जैसे चंपा अग्रवाल में और दूसरे किशोरी रमन में पढ़ के और उस हिसाब से निकले। लेकिन उन्होंने चाहे मथुरा में सेटल हुए या भागे, उन्होंने अपने बच्चों को इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल में पढ़ाया। जब उन्होंने अपने बच्चों को इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल्स में पढ़ाया तो वो बच्चे जो दूसरी जनरेशन आई, मतलब वो काफी प्रोग्रेसिव आई है, समझिए। और उस समय बंबई आना अपने आप में बड़ा मतलब रहस्यमय और वो होता था। उस समय 40 साल पहले प्रगति मंडल इस नाम से संस्था बनाई गई कि एक हाथ से हाथ जोड़ के, कड़ी से कड़ी जोड़ के हम समाज को लेके चलेंगे। खूब चली। उसका नतीजा ये हुआ कि यहाँ पे बॉम्बे में मतलब चतुर्वेदियों की इतनी संख्या आ गई कि बड़े आनंद से और उन्होंने सबने बड़ी प्रॉस्पेरिटी की। फिर रह गए कुछ जो नहीं पढ़ पाए ज्यादा ढंग से, मतलब, और कुछ जो यहाँ पे बॉम्बे में अच्छे सेटल थे वो दुबई चले गए। उन्होंने हाथ पकड़ के अपने जो कम पढ़े बच्चे थे उनको बुलाया, और मैं हेड्स ऑफ कहूंगा दुबई वालों को कि उन्होंने कम से कम 500 जो अंडर मतलब क्वालिफाइड थे, ग्रेजुएट थे या लेस देन ग्रेजुएट थे, उनको भी बुलाया, उनको बसाया, बसने में हेल्प की, और वो तो सामाजिक एकता से ये बहुत बड़ा काम हुआ है। आज बच्चे हमारे यूएसए और यूरोप में दौड़ दौड़ के जा रहे हैं, और क्यों? क्योंकि उनके पेरेंट्स ने इतनी मेहनत की है, वो अफोर्ड कर पा रहे हैं। आज फैसिलिटीज हैं कि आप एजुकेशन लोन भी आपको मिलते हैं बहुत हायर स्टडीज के लिए, जो आसानी से मिलते हैं, आप वहां जा सकते हैं। तो आज हमारे 10-20 बच्चे और बच्चियां जो हैं अमेरिका के अच्छे अच्छे इंस्टीट्यूट में, चाहे न्यूयॉर्क यूनिवर्सिटी हो, चाहे सेटल में हो, चाहे शिकागो में हो, पढ़ रहे हैं, आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। आयुषी यहाँ सामने बैठी हुई है, मतलब यूके में पढ़ के आई हुई है। गोपाल भाई वहां पर जमे हुए हैं यूएसए में, और विकास तो खैर है ही इंटरनेशनल स्टार हमारे, मतलब ओके। तो दीज आर द थिंग्स। तो पेरेंट्स के ऊपर जिम्मेदारी है कि वो अपने बच्चे को रियली समझ के उसको गाइड करें। वो बच्चा नहीं समझता, वो सोचता हाँ हाँ जाना है मेरे को, तो इसमें ही जाना है, तो समझे। फिर वो नहीं जा पा रहा, स्ट्रगल करता है, बहुत बार फेल होता है, ये होता है, दुखी होता है। अरे उसको धीरे से करिए। जरूरी नहीं है कि सब हिमालय की चोटी पे ही पहुंच जाए, बट हिमालय के बेस पे भी पहुंचना जीवन में बहुत आनंददायक है। और हम लोग तो जो टूरिस्ट जाते हैं वो तो हिमालय को दूर से देख के भी खुश हो जाते हैं कि ठंडी हवा चल रही है। तो कैरियर में भी आप ये मत सोचिए कि भैया वो XYZ ने वो पीक अटेंड की है तो मेरे को वो पीक अटेंड। हाँ ठीक है, टारगेट रखिए, लेकिन सेटिस्फाइड पीक के मिडिल में भी होइए, ग्राउंड पे भी होइए, और घबराने का नहीं है। ये जो हम लोगों ने वेब का जो बनाया है एडवाइजरी चतुर्वेदी के और बच्चों के लिए, वो आपकी हर तरह से सलाह मशवरे में राय देने के लिए तत्पर रहेगा। आपकी इंडिविजुअल प्रॉब्लम्स में जो कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट हो सकेगा, मतलब आपको एडवाइजरी रोल में करेगा। आप मेल पे भेजिए, उस पे करेगा। और साथ में हम टाइम टू टाइम इस तरह की वेबिनार करेंगे। आज के दिन क्या हुआ है कि हमने एजुकेशन के ऊपर 5-6 लोग बोले हैं, आगे हम एक एक सब्जेक्ट पे स्पेसिफिक बोले। समझिए कि किसी दिन डॉक्टरी की पढ़ाई के ऊपर हो जाए मतलब चर्चा, तो घंटे 1.5 घंटे डॉक्टरी की पढ़ाई पे हो जाए चर्चा। किसी दिन आईटी की एजुकेशन पे हो जाए कि भाई इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी में क्या होगा और इसमें कैसे कैसे लड़के बढ़ सकते हैं, उनको क्या करके नौकरी के आगे बढ़ना चाहिए, वो हो सकता है। हम मतलब कल को ये हो सकता है कि भाई आईएएस आईपीएस की आप कैसे तैयारी करें। पहले हमारे परिवार चतुर्वेदियों में पुलिस में बड़े बड़े अफसर हुए हैं, समझिए। तो पुलिस की नौकरी भी बहुत मतलब लाभदार भी है और मतलब सेटिस्फाइड भी है और सेवा भी है। तो इस तरह से हम टाइम टू टाइम इसको करने का सोचते हैं, जिससे मुख्य लक्ष्य ये है कि मोती की माला एक दूसरे से जोड़ के एक दूसरे से कुछ ना कुछ पावर लेते हुए, जैसे वो माइकलएंजेलो की एक विश्व प्रसिद्ध पेंटिंग है जिसमें वो ऐसे पड़ा हुआ है और एक उंगली उसको ऐसे छू रही है, और उस उंगली के छूने से स्पार्क से नॉलेज भी आ जाती है, विजडम भी आती है और एक दूसरे से बल भी मिलता है। ये हम लोगों का सोच है कि ये CSRA ग्रुप इस तरह से एक दूसरे की लाइफ में कुछ डाल सके। आप लोगों का सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद है। डॉक्टर विकास को मैं हैंड ओवर करता हूँ। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you very much, Uncle, for again beautifully describing all the practical aspects and giving practical tips. So friends, as we say, अगर हम सभी speakers का एक निचोड़ निकालें कि निष्कर्ष क्या है, क्या सब लोगों ने बोला है, so I have broadly put out 6 pointer from hearing all the speakers. The first one is, don't do any haste. Don't make any hasty decisions while selecting your education. Second is future for look at the future jobs. So traditional जो old classical jobs थी, उनके आगे सोचिए. Think of what the jobs would look like in 5 years. Third one is, as Rajni ji said, focus on self. With focus and attention, build on focusing yourself. Build yourself with a 3D effect that will take you to a third dimension of your life. Aayushi said, don't take pressure. No pressure. Avoid any stress that could be detrimental to achieving your career. No pressure. Then Adithi and Haresh both said, happy career. Choose a happy career. Choose a career which makes you, comfortable and which you are happy with. And the last point, which more or less everyone said, was be a cause. Be a cause to do something, and then be a cause to give back to the society from where you have risen up. So I think these were the broad 6 pointers which at least I could summarize after hearing all the speakers. Friends, आपको इस ग्रुप से जुड़ना है तो आप हमारी ईमेल एड्रेस पे हमें मेल भेजिए. हमारा ईमेल एड्रेस है chaturvedi.csra@gmail.com. I repeat, chaturvedi.csra@gmail.com. This group virtually has been started by CP Uncle, Brij Uncle, Dr. Harivansh Uncle. I would really like to compliment the leaders here who are also on this call, who have taken this initiative to coach, help, motivate, guide, assist, and support the younger generation of our community. Friends, this is all.
CP is the initiator and he is helping everything behind the thing. It
Absolutely.
is not that he wants to come in front and think, so he is sitting somewhere in this quite.
Compliments, big compliments, CP Uncle.
He is the main force behind all this.
Correct. CP Uncle, congratulations, well done for your initiative. And we all support this cause because it is for the greater benefit of our community. The good thing is, friends,
Thank you, Vikas.
and the good thing is, friends, today over 150 children and parents connected with us through this webinar. So this is a very large number given the fact that it's a first webinar. CP Uncle, you want to say something before I take on the question and answers, because I think we still have a lot of questions from various people. So if you want to briefly say something.
I just want to say thank you to everyone. BM sir, Harivansh ji, Haresh ji, Rajni ma'am, Adithi, and even Aayushi, they have all speak on wonderfully. And there are lots of things which we have to learn. So it's a very good beginning, and I thank you every and all the participants who have taken part in this webinar, and looking forward for many more webinars like this only, and they will be for dedicated purpose. As BM Sahab said, that will be for suppose government services and UPSC exams and all that kind of education will put forward, and will soon will come back for a better and a lot more things to do for our society. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So I will briefly take on questions that I have received. I have received a lot of questions. Let me start with the. So we also have Dani ji on this webinar, Dani Khandelwar, who is a very big name in coaching of CA professionals. So welcome Dani sir to you as well. You see, you have been throughout the program with us.
Dani ji comes from Mathura region only.
Yes.
And he has a very soft corner for Chaturvedi students, and he is very helpful to them. Though his institute charges a lot of money, but he gives a lot of big discount to our Chaturvedi kids.
So, sir, we have the first question. Myself, Shashank Chaturvedi, I have done my class 12th commerce stream. Please tell me about what we should do next. So, Harivansh uncle, can I request you to briefly say upon this? Please unmute yourself.
I think commerce has many opportunities and many branches. You can think about auditing and accounting profession. Secondly, you can join the corporate world as a decision maker. And thirdly, you can also think about becoming a professional who manages the legal requirement of business. So by doing BCom, you can do many courses and you can join many professions.
Thank you. Another question is myself, Bhanuja Chaturvedi. I have done my BCom, MCom, MBA in HR and marketing. After this, please tell me about career opportunities to start a job or business. BM uncle, can I request you to take on this question?
Yeah, it's a difficult situation that you do BCom, MCom, MBA, and then HR. Okay, as such, you can get a good employment in some of the corporate world. One thing, what we have forgotten is that she has said something of venture also. We have not touched this subject today. We should, as a career, think of entrepreneurship also. Today in the MSME sector, after this COVID situation, government is giving so much encouragement. On technical and financial guidance, our community has plenty of people to guide you if you want to start some MSME business proposition or as such. There can be so many avenues in business promoting. Maybe it is a tutorial, maybe it is a, you can say the IT education situation as such, and commerce, and there can be employment opportunity for the lady also. Being
excellent. Thank you. Okay, so this is a question. Next question is from Surbhi Chaturvedi to Harivansh uncle. It was really enlightening to know about different colleges and different streams available to acquire qualification. But what if someone wants to be an entrepreneur? First question. The second question is, do we have any support system within the community? The third question is, the other query was that about the non-conventional career choices and switching between the different careers. So I think she has mixed 2-3 questions. Harivansh uncle, you want to take this on?
Yeah. I would advise that she should do some course in entrepreneurship. She should know the basics of entrepreneurship, and she can join any incubation center, and I can help her to join. If she is willing to become an entrepreneur, he can join Atal Incubation Center at my institute. And there are many schemes to support women entrepreneurs, as BN Chaturvedi Saab was telling. And but if she's thinking about entrepreneurship, then she should not think about any other career. Because you cannot shift to certain jobs after joining entrepreneurs. So you should be very serious and be very focused that you have to stay with entrepreneurship. And there are many women entrepreneurs in our country who have been very successful.
Perfect, thank you. And another question you had was that how can I connect? So I think the best way is to connect with the CSRE group, and if there are relevant questions, then can be taken by experts. The next question is from Garg Chaturvedi. He says, I am Garg Chaturvedi, I am in 10th grade, and I consider a career in liberal arts, and I would like to become a journalist. So what should be my approach towards it?
Let me take this question. You have to develop your written and spoken communication, and mostly you should focus to improve yourself in English, because jobs opportunities in journalism are mostly in English magazines, newspapers and channels. And after doing the graduation from liberal arts, you can think about joining Journalism Institute of repute in our country. There are very few, and one is IIMC, Indian Institute of Mass Communication, and second is Asian Institute of Journalism, Chennai, supported by Hindu Group. So from Mathura, there have been enough cases, young people who were known to me and who were younger to me from different communities. They became very good journalists. One of them is Aayushi Chaturvedi, who has been a student of Gyandeep primary school, and he is now editor of Prabhat Khabar at Ranchi. I can connect with Garg Chaturvedi to Chaturvedi and many other people like him.
He has to study a lot on the history, and not only the old history, but contemporary history of last 50 years or post-independent history, because that knowledge will help him as a journalist.
Perfect. Thank you. The next question is from Saloni Chaturvedi. Myself, Saloni Chaturvedi. I have passed BCom final year. I want to do something work from home for career and experience purpose. Brijmon uncle, you want to say something on this?
Give tuition to high school kids.
Brilliant.
Give tuition to high school kids, being a commerce graduate.
Brilliant. Excellent. I think this brings almost to the end of all the questions. The only thing is we still have Kushnarji, if he is still around, we can have blessings from him in next 2-3 minutes, and then we will be coming to close the session.
No, Vikas, let us hear something from Gopal as well.
Gopal, where?
Yeah, Gopal is there.
Yeah.
He is sitting midnight from USA, Baba. We must hear.
Yes. Welcome.
Thank you everyone, and happy Guru Purnima to all the participants and the speakers. It's amazing to see the energy and enthusiasm from the participants, and of course from the group members in organizing this webinar. Like, I'm amazed. Even though I'm sitting here in midnight, I don't feel like sleeping. I want this to continue for another hour or two, so as to give back to the community. Two things I would like to say, and I'll not take much time of everyone. One is, people who have achieved something in life, it is so important for them to give it back to their community from where they came. It is so satisfying to contribute to the growth of our next generation and make them prepared to see the world and face the world which is going to be in next 20-30 years. I heard Dr. Harivansh, I heard Haresh ji, and the lovely presentation by Adithi and Aayushi both. It combines everything, like what the kids should look into in next down the line, in next 10 to 20 years time frame, Everything is uncertain, and I believe so. Even BM Baisa would also say, we never thought where we are when he came to Bombay or when they started their career, right? It was so uncertain even at that time, but the only thing which helped them to be there where they are is their education and their belief in themselves. The confidence in you will take you where you want to go. It's just that you need to be perseverance to follow your dream and do the things which is in your hand. As Aayushi and Adithi said, the something which is not in your control, don't bother to change it, don't bother to control it. Go with the flow. Your own self-confidence will take you where you need to go. I would love to participate in the future webinars where we will take an individual career path and go more deeper into it and give them more options for the career. Sitting here, I have a lot of visibility of the US market, of course, but then we have our operation in Bangalore as well, where we have 300 people working, and I can guide or help them people in seeing what we see here and what could be the future career growth, what I see from here, like India. So I'm looking forward to such more webinars, and I'm very happy to contribute back to the community, and happy to listen to all the seniors from our community to be so enthusiastic about to help the generation or next generation, like making some their career path, career move, and do good in their life. So happy to be part of the group. And
thank you.
Finally, thank you to the CP to add me to the group and give me that opportunity. So thank you, CP, to get connected. It's lovely to be part of the group.
Thank you. Thank you. Last two questions.
May I request Apurva to say something, a young boy? Apurva.
Hi everybody. I see there are a lot of students over here, and I think the next wave for the students is going to be a lot of students have come from Mathura to Bombay, Delhi, etc. Now there is going to be the second wave in which our Chaturvedi young students would start going to the US, Canada, and Europe to take up education over there, and then to get a PR over there and work for the rest of their life over there. Currently, we have about 20-30 students who are in the US and the Europe. We should use this platform to connect those 20-30 students with all the prospective Chaturvedi students in India, so that the Chaturvedi students in India will get direct feedback on how to apply to universities, how to get scholarships. Costing is the biggest factor, and how to get jobs over there. We should actively pursue this within this CSRA group.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Madan Gopal also. May I request Madan Gopal to say something? Yes, Madan.
बहुत अच्छा लगा सबको देख के आज. आई एम ऑडिबल?
Yes.
Go ahead.
बहुत अच्छा लगा. आज मैं तैयार नहीं था, थोड़ा रात को तबीयत ठीक नहीं था, इसलिए लेट उठा. सो बहुत अच्छा लगा सुन के सबको. और कॉमर्स में या कोई इंडस्ट्री में या कोई MSME सेटअप करना है, उसमें अगर किसी भी तरह की कोई भी हेल्प चाहिएगी तो हम लोग सभी लोग अवेलेबल हैं. मेरी एक्सपर्टीज है, आजकल मैं MSME में काफ़ी काम कर रहा हूँ. जो भी गवर्नमेंट स्कीम आई है उन सब में काफ़ी काम कर रहा हूँ. अगर कोई हेल्प चाहिए तो आप हमारा जो जीमेल ग्रुप है CSRA ग्रुप का, उसमें कोई भी रिक्वेस्ट डालेंगे. आई एम डायरेक्टली अवेलेबल टू एनीवन. थैंक यू.
ग्रेट.
थैंक यू. फ्रेंड्स, हमसे जुड़ने के लिए हम लोगों ने एक क्वेश्चनर भी बनाया है, जो अभी अदिति ने चैट बॉक्स में डाला है. उस क्वेश्चनर में जाके आप अपनी डिटेल्स फिल इन कर सकते हैं. That will permanently connect you with our group, and we will help you. We can help you coach and guide for next steps. Last two questions which I received is on media. I want to pursue in media and I want to be a journalist. Please guide me. How can I go ahead to be a journalist? I think Vartika, this question has been already answered by Harivansh uncle. So we will also put Harivansh, uncle, you want to say something again, because I think there are two people who is asking again. We want to go in media line, journalism.
Without having a degree in mass communication, it will be difficult to join journalist profession. So Vartika should get a degree in mass communication from Jamia Islamia is very reputed. Second, IIMC is very premier, and third is Asian Institute of Journalism, Chennai.
Thank you. Last question I will take. Last question, GM.
Personality development is very essential for journalists. Today, the newspaper journalist is a very experienced and work from home sort of situation. While the visual on the TV, which is 500 and 700 TV channels, where a lot of requirement, 24/7 journalism is required, is needed. With the grace of God, Chaturvedi has a very good personality. You develop your personalities in a very presentable, make a voice module properly, okay, add a knowledge of the contemporary history, okay, you will get good chance.
Thank you.
Because to Vartika, I have given in a personal chat, my daughter is in media. She is running her own company called Chai Pani. After graduation, she has started this media company, and I have asked her to connect with Suti, so she can help us out how to go about with the media company.
Perfect. Thank you. Last question I will take is, I am Sanskar Chaturvedi from Vadodara. I am currently in 12th Commerce. I am thinking of pursuing MBA, but I have an impression that in future, that degree would be really common and I'm afraid of it. Please guide me, should I continue with BBA and MBA or do some other similar degree? Haresh, can I request you to say your inputs? Please provide inputs.
Very unfortunate part is the education system. Basically, if I get good marks in 10th standard, I will go to science, then I will go to commerce, and then I will go to arts. So we are missing ourselves basically. Now, having done graduation in commerce, it doesn't mean that he has to go in commerce only. So first of all, he has to explore himself, right? And I am there only in Baroda. Anytime he can connect, we'll help him out to find out what is the exact thing whereby he can pursue his career and help him out to get the right direction.
Perfect. Another question. I think there is a wave of questions all of a sudden from everyone. So this is Brij Chaturvedi. He's saying, I am Brij Chaturvedi. I am a CA final student. I have interest and even I am passionate for stock trading. But when I see towards big investment banks, they only take employees in this field from IIM Calcutta, IIM and not CA. What should I do? Brijmon uncle?
Yeah, it's a very challenging situation as such, because there are only 4, 5 or maybe 6, 7, you can say, a quality investment banker. And they have very limited requirement of the resources. But SEBI approved, there are more than 200 small investment bankers. Okay, if somebody tries with the small merchant bankers, okay, you will get admission to a line of the investment bankers. There you develop the expertise, okay, you pick up the trends and situations, and from there you can move to a good A-class investment banker as such. We have started some 30 years back as an investment banking, and not as a investment banker, broker or underwriter or this or that, but advisors. And we became the bridge between the companies and the real investment bankers. Because there are so many things real investment bankers want to be under discipline and don't want to antagonize the client and don't want to leave him, but same time tell him the harsh thing. So there is needed a cushion in between to take their guidance or advice and tell the client, okay, and the client's requirement, which they want to push down to keep it up. So there is a scope of intermediary in between the investment banker and a corporate sector. And a chartered accountant are very much qualified to act as such. In fact, my younger brother, whose birthday is today, Madan Mohan, he was WRC chairman. He gave a lecture and institute printed a book written by him on the chartered accountant's role in investment banking and merchant banking situation. And for every company who wants to come to the IPO, he can either have his own resources, like the Reliance will have their own resources. They don't need any investment banker. They will come for 1 rupee professional charges and do the job. But then there are small companies, they can't afford the professional as an employee, Okay, so they need somebody that investment bankers should not squeeze them on valuation or procedure or complications, etc., or guide them. CAs are very competent, and I believe those boys who wants to pursue this line, there are a lot of opportunity and big scope. Okay, but you have to be part of the, say, CA practice, or you have to be part of a small merchant banker practice as such, and from there you have to lean towards this.
Thank you. Next question is, I am Aayushi Chaturvedi, currently in 12th grade in science stream. I would like to know what are the career options in science apart from medical and engineering. Harivansh uncle, can I request you to answer?
Yeah, she is doing science 12th.
She is in 12th science stream. I would like to know what are the career options in science apart from medical and engineering.
I think the big emerging area is data science. She can think about doing BSc in data science or business analytics. These are very big areas, and the future jobs will be mostly in data science and business analytics. And third, I would like to suggest if she is having mathematics as a subject and she is good in mathematics, so very good careers opportunities are there in actuarial sciences. There is a society in Bombay, Indian Actuarial Society. It is very difficult to pass the examination, but if one pass through the examination, then she can think about getting a salary of 10-15 lakhs per month.
The next question is from Abhishek Chaturvedi. I am a mechanical engineer and my goal is to become an industrialist. Please give me some advice, sir. Brij, can you?
Join. My advice will be join incubation center first, prepare a business plan, and understand the rules of the game. Only then you can become entrepreneur.
Yes.
Government of India and under the MSME in the ministry, and as Mother Gopal has said, there is a plenty of incentives and things like that available to become a person entrepreneur. You need a little capital of your own before you become the entrepreneur. If somebody is thinking that only from the borrowing I can become the entrepreneur, he is in for dooms. Okay, so unless you have a financial capital, befitting that financial capital, honestly, if you go for a industry and a loan and government support, okay, you can really go very long and you slowly grow. But any shortcuts in setting up a business, okay, it will not take you. This is a one-way street where the end is closed.
One question is coming. My name is Vaibhav Chaturvedi. I am a CMA final student. Please tell me in which sector I can apply for jobs after clearing CMA.
Haresh can tell.
It is chartered management accounting, CMA, chartered
cost accounting, yes, cost accounting.
Let Haresh take up.
I think we have just, lost him on the.
Okay, he can apply to big manufacturing industry where the compulsory cost record are supposed to be maintained. The government of India has put costing records maintenance compulsory and costing audit compulsory in several big industries, and there the cost accountants are required not only as a cost auditor but also inside to prepare the cost sheet. Madan is saying something.
Perfect, thank you. Adithi, you had some remark. You wanted to put some remark. You wanted to give some remark.
Actually, Madan Bhaiya wants to say something. I'll just conclude at the end. Madan Bhaiya.
Madan is wants to say
Madan
something.
Bhaiya wants to say something.
Madan, go ahead.
Yeah. After CMA, आपको सबसे अच्छा पता है क्या कर सकते हो आप? बहुत से बैंकों में ना टीवी स्टडी के लिए एम्पैनलमेंट होता है और बहुत सी प्रोपर्टी कंसर्न काम कर रही हैं तो टेक्नो इकोनॉमिक वायबिलिटी रिपोर्ट्स वगैरह बनाती हैं, इसमें कॉस्ट अकाउंटेंट ही एक्सपर्ट होता है जो बनाता है. इसके अलावा ना आप बैंकों में या कहीं पे भी ना एज ए वैल्यूअर बहुत अच्छा काम कर सकते हो, तो काफ़ी स्कोप है मतलब कॉस्ट CMA करने के बाद आपके लिए, मतलब इफ़ यू वांट टू डू समथिंग इन प्रैक्टिस.
Thank you. Adithi, you want to say something?
I would just want to say something. Everybody, this is only for the students who are studying. I have come across many students, especially female students. आज बहुत बात हो गई कि लड़कियों को पढ़ना चाहिए. I would say अगर आप, I am not about बेटी को पढ़ाओ या बेटे को पढ़ाओ. जिसको पढ़ना है उसको पढ़ाओ. जिसको नहीं पढ़ना उसको प्लीज बताओ पढ़ाई कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है और फिर उसे पढ़ाओ. बिकॉज अंडरस्टैंड गाइस, अगर आज पढ़ाई नहीं भी करोगे सब सेटल हो जाते हैं लाइफ में, बट आगे ज्यादा स्ट्रगल है. अभी पढ़ लोगे तो अभी स्ट्रगल है, पढ़ाई की मेहनत है. एंड देयर आर मेनी गर्ल्स हु हैव रिटन दिस टू मी कि मैम वी वर स्टडिंग, फिर हमारी शादी हो गई, फिर अब हमारे पास बच्चे हैं, वी कैन स्टेप आउट. इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड गाइस, ये बम्पर टाइम है तुम्हारा. नोबडी इज स्टेपिंग आउट. सब घर से अपनी दुनिया बदल रहे हैं और आपको घर से दुनिया बदलनी थी. एवरीथिंग अराउंड यू इज चेंजिंग. बस ये पता कर लो कि मैं घर से कैसे पढ़ूं. यू नो, यू कैन बी अराउंड योर किड्स, यू कैन बी विद योर फैमिली एंड यू कैन स्टडी. जब सब ऑफिस का काम घर से हो रहा है, तुम अपनी पढ़ाई अभी रिज्यूम कर सकते हो. इट्स अ वंडरफुल टाइम. एंड रही बात लास्ट लाइन फॉर माई स्टूडेंट, फॉर एवरी स्टूडेंट, कि अगर मैम ये बहुत डिफिकल्ट टाइम है, उसके लिए सीढ़ियां उन्हें मुबारक हो जिन्हें छत तक जाना है. सीढ़ियां उन्हें मुबारक हो जिन्हें छत तक जाना है. मेरी मंजिल तो आसमान है, रास्ता मुझे खुद बनाना है. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant. One question I am getting is, I will take the last question because there was there is a whole plethora of question. I am Aayushi Chaturvedi, waiting for my 12th results to be announced, and I wanna that part from commerce stream. I want to do something different. I am planning for BMM. So, is there any scope in this? Now, BMM, Harivansh uncle, I would think of this as Bachelor's in Media Management, BMM.
I think there is no course like this, and she should first explain what is this BMM.
Marketing.
Okay.
No,
So I would. Okay. So, friends, I think we will just hear final concluding remarks from Dr. Kushnath ji. Kushnath uncle ji, आप अगर हैं तो please unmute yourself. You may want to bless the students with the concluding remarks. बोलिए, we can hear you. थोड़ा पास आके बोलिए अंकल, थोड़ा आपका आवाज.
Somebody should help him.
अनम्यूट कीजिए आप, अनम्यूट.
हाँ अभी ठीक है.
हाँ, अब आवाज नहीं आ रही अंकल, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही. आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी अंकल, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. बट on your behalf, I am communicating all the blessings जो आप कहना चाह रहे हैं बच्चों के लिए. Extremely, sorry कि हम आपको सुन नहीं पाए, but thank you very much for joining us. Friends, we have come to a concluding end of this wonderful webinar, which we planned for 1.5 hours, but it virtually went for 2.5 hours, attended by over 150 students and parents. I'm extremely thankful to each and every one of the speaker who has been there. Dr. Harivansh uncle, Brij uncle, Adithi, Aayushi, Notial ma'am, Haresh ji, who just left the call, and especially CP uncle, who has motivated and started this whole concept and this platform. Extremely thankful for this platform. And on behalf of the entire CSRA group, I take this opportunity to thank every student and parent who made this webinar successful. This is successful because of your participation, and we applaud your participation. Thank you once again. Brijmon uncle, you want to say something? Yes.
Yes. On behalf of everyone, I want to thank Dr. Vikas because it is a brainchild of CP, but it is a practical child of Dr. Vikas. Because of he doing it here, he is arranging everything at his own cost here, that we are here assembled and participating as such.
Thank you.
So, thank you. God bless you, Vikas.
Thank you, uncle. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Sharanishwar, everyone. Best wishes. We conclude. We will shortly meet with a new webinar with new host of speakers on a different topic. Till the meantime, I wish you all a great Sunday and best wishes to all of you. Keep happy and keep healthy. Take care. Bye-bye.